This is Lloyd behind the mic, let the cameras roll. The Next Level Sports Lounge, yeah, you know the name and the goal. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yo, this is Lloyd behind the mic, let the cameras roll. The Next Level Sports Lounge, yeah, you know the name and the goal. Grab a drink, grab a smoke, come vibe with the show. Real Cowboys talk, no cat, no script, we ready to go. Breaking down plays, yeah, we keep it legit. Defense hunting, yeah, we bringing that pain and we never quit. Offense ready, yeah, we changing the game tonight. Every take, heavy, feel the pressure applied under the blue light. Cowboys Nation, yeah, we riding with pride. Lights glow blue when the live goes on and we step inside. Fans tap in from the dusk till dawn in the stream. We talking football, yeah, we say it direct for the team. If it's real Cowboys talk, then you know we connect. My name is Lloyd, we demanding our respect. Grab a drink, grab a smoke, come enjoy the ride. Blue and silver energy, feel the vibe tonight. Every breakdown hit, every headline loud. The Next Level Sports Lounge, yeah, we rocking the crowd. Panel going crazy when the big plays hit on the screen. Everybody locked in when the topics get thick in the scene. Win or lose, yeah, we keep it all facts on the track. Cowboys talk live and we never ever hold back. Yeah, Lloyd is in the zone, we built for this game. From the draft talk hype to the primetime shows, we claim everybody tuned in. Yeah, the fan base grows, mic hot, lights flash, whole scene on fire as it glows. Cowboys Nation energy, keeping us higher. We fueling the fire, yeah, we fueling the desire. Grab a drink, grab a smoke, come enjoy the ride. Blue and silver energy, feel the vibe tonight. Every breakdown hit, every headline loud. The Next Level Sports Lounge, yeah, we rocking the crowd. Yeah, it's your boy Lloyd, we did it again. Real fans, real talk, yeah, we built for the win. Grab a drink, grab a smoke, let the whole thing roll. Cowboys Nation stand up, yeah, we taking control. This is Lloyd, signing off from the lounge, let's go.
The Men in Black. Salute.
No audio, Blue.
We ain't got no audio.
No audio, Blue. While Blue get that together, what up to everybody? It's your boy back at you with another one here at the Next Level Sports Lounge. Go on, grab your drink, go on, grab your smoke, kick back on that couch and enjoy the lounge, y'all. We got some goodies for y'all tonight. We got the Eagles side. We got Warren and Drew. We
What
got
up?
the Cowboys side. We got Ingrid and Hoodie, y'all. We got some stuff for y'all tonight, y'all. Y'all know how this Eagle and Cowboy rivalry is. It gets crazy at times, but we talk football, y'all. We got four of the best the best at it. So hey, y'all. Hey, I'm just the host. I'm just the moderator. I'm sit back and let them do their thing, y'all. I'm gonna bite my tongue on a lot of shit. I know I am. But what up, Warren? How's those mentals and dentals on today?
Yo, mentals and dentals is good. Had a long Sunday, but hey, I've been waiting for this all day, so I'm ready for it. Let's do it.
Angry. How's those mentals and dentals on today?
Man, we doing good. Went live with Hoodie already today, so we in it. We in there. Let's go.
Eagles, Drew. How's those mentals and dentals on today, my guy?
What's happening, y'all? Mentals and dentals are intact. God is keeping me in spite of things that have taken place. So all is well, and I'm ready. Mine is right. And what's up to the chat on every platform, on Kush, Angry, the Eagles Collective, the Next Level Sportcast, over at Drew. Hey, we in this joint. It's about to go down.
Hoodie. How's those mentals and dentals tonight, Hoodie?
Mentals is as tired as four wheels on a car, you heard, and the dentals is just as crooked as Tennessee police.
Yes, sir.
But I'm alive. I'm here to talk sports, man. I'm here to have a good time. I don't know about you guys, but As you can see, I got something already rolled in the ear for afterwards. It's the after party. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it right. You know what I'm saying? Let's have some fun.
Let me get to the chat. We got Chris May in the house. What's good, Chris? We got Oscar in the house, holding it down in the chat as usual. We got Art 27 McQueen. We got Jeremy Betts. We got Vinny. Y'all look like we got a packed house on tonight already. We got Logan. We got Drew holding it down in the chat. We got Bot Ricks. We got Dak Scott. We got CZ. We got Blaine. 1030. Who else we got in the house? We got Miss Matrix. We got Andre Johnson. We got Richard. What's good? Football Fanatic. What's good? We got Lead Commander. We got who else we got? We got Nina Austin.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just didn't want to butcher anybody's name. What's good, Nina? Who else we got in the house? We got Void Green. What's good? 411 Shirley. We got 411 Shirley in the house. We got Cowboys Keystone in the house.
My God.
Let's see. We got Function in the house.
Function.
We got The Sports 78 in the house, y'all. We got Real 757 in the house. We got Randy. We got Laurel. We got E-Money in the house. What's good, everybody? Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for each channel, wherever you're watching from. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. And all these guys' channel will be in the chat, y'all. We will be posting all these guys' channels in the chat. So for those who haven't went and sub to these guys, you're missing out. Make sure you go subscribe to Eagles Drew, Hoodie Kush, Angry Cowboys Fan, and Warren with the Eagles Collective. We got Big Picking in the house. We got Hugh in the house. They study coming in, guys. So yeah, we got a full house so far right now. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. If you hadn't subscribe to each and every last channel that's being represented on tonight. Take Cowboy, what's good?
Hey.
Ty, what's up, Ty Mama? How you?
Hey, Blue, you got that ready yet before we get started?
Yes, sir.
I do want to play that before we get started.
Shout out to producer Blue. Shout out to Blue.
Yeah, definitely. Blue.
Somebody got an echo.
Yes, sir. Y'all still my Cowboy family, man. Let's not get that twisted. You know what I mean?
Don't get it twisted now. I ain't no cowboy.
Hey.
Sometimes you act like one though, Jesse.
For those who want to speak on Feds, man, we have echo. We have a major echo in the back. I don't know where it's coming from, but for those who want to speak on Feds, now it's the time, man. From the time I met him, he was a stand-up guy, great guy from the time I met him, and he believed in what he said when it came to his Eagles. He stood 10 toes down on his Eagles. And he wasn't biased in the situation. He let you know whether you're a Cowboys fan, Eagles fan, Giants fan, or Commanders fan. Great guy, and he supported this channel since the day I met him. So that's a hard loss. Rest in peace, Phils.
I didn't know the gentleman that well. I've never met him, never really done any work with him. I believe all you guys here on the panel have either met the person in person or have done some work with him on a panel or two. So my condolences to his family. That's more than football. It's real life is real life. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what anybody's going through, man, things get tough on everybody. And sometimes you just can't find a shoulder or an ear to listen, but it's not a bad thing, especially us as men, black men, to just be vulnerable and ask for that help that we need, because sometimes that ear is all you need. Sometimes somebody just to listen. You know I'm saying? So if y'all going through something, man, don't act like it's not gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more gangster to understand what you're going through and ask for the help that you need. For real.
Yeah, and I'll kind of speak on it a little bit. I started knowing Fells last season, and I just always saw that he was dedicated, loyal, going to the different channels. And I think the biggest thing that I realized, like when you take a step back and look at everything, Fells was kind of that bridge to all the different channels. Like, hey, he was on one main channel on the bird section, but like if somebody came on, hey, he went over to that channel, he supported. And then
Yep.
he didn't just support himself, he brought in a whole community with him. So him coming over to different channels, supporting them, whether you're a Cowboys fan, Commanders fan, Giants fan, like that was the way Fells moved. And he brought a group with him. And him sending you a super chat or sending a comment or sending a like, that was like his little stamp of approval to let you know, like, he kind of verified you, and everybody knew that. So that's one thing that we definitely gonna miss. And I'll be honest, every time I come on live, whether it's whatever channel, I still hear him in the back of my head. I still hear him. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it.
You know, I was blessed to go over to the Eagles channel and kind of went behind enemy lines with everybody, but Fells was on that panel, and that was the first time I met him. And from that point, the next time I went live, he was in my live. He sent me a super chat as well. I'm like, wow. And like I said before, you know that a person is genuine not by the super chat that they send, but the fact that he'll tell you straight up, you know, it ain't the Cowboys, it's straight Eagles. So for him to be over in my chat and just communicating back and forth, bro, I tip my hat to him, man. You know, unfortunately, I didn't get to know him long enough, but from what I did know, like, stand-up guy, very respectable. Always wiped his feet off before he came into the live, and you know, just went back and forth, and it was dope, man. And I just appreciate knowing him.
And Drew, I know you're finna say something. I'm gonna say something else. And one thing about Fields, he tried to keep the peace every time. And he gave you warnings before he would snap on you. So if he's trying to keep the peace, you better heed to what he's giving you, because he would snap.
Yeah. I mean, listen, man, there's nothing more to add than what was already said about Fells. You know, we love the brother. You know, I'll just say this. You know, Fells is no longer with us. He's resting now. So now it's let's say prayers for his family. Let's pray for his wife, his kids. Let's hold them up in prayer. And you know, because they're the ones now that are really, you know, having to deal with him not being there anymore. You know, like Warren said, that Fells' presence will always be felt and on everybody's channel. And that's just the type of person he is. And I thank God, you know, for football, because an instrument like this brings people together. You know what I mean? Of all backgrounds. And Fells, we were blessed to be introduced to him, and you know, just like we are all introduced to each other, football did that, and thank God for football, because we were able to meet Fells, that hardcore Philly from the soil fan. So Fells, we miss you, bro, but you will never be forgotten, man.
Prayers out to Phil's family. And with that being said, Bills, we want us to talk football, y'all. Let's talk football, y'all.
Let's go.
Let's get right into it. So both teams went through a preseason game on yesterday.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna start with the Eagles. What do y'all take from y'all preseason? It's just preseason. You don't really take much, but you watching for a reason. You scouting for a reason. So what do y'all take from you guys' preseason game? Did you see something that will be beneficial for the season, or did you see something that you looked at you thought this player was going to be a little bit better and he just fell off a little bit? What did you guys see? What's y'all take on y'all preseason game? The first preseason game so far. Drew, what you got for it?
Well, you know what? Me personally, when I watch preseason games, I take that opportunity to really focus on players. I'm not really looking at like formations or I key in on one player. Like, on the offense, I keyed in on our second round rookie, Michael Bell. I focused on, Willie Lampkin, who else? Michael Morris. Those players I really focused on watching those guys in the offense, and it was Willie Lampkin and Bell that actually were anchoring the right side of the O line, and I was extremely impressed by what I saw. It was funny because Michael Bell is 6'9" and Willie Lampkin is 5'11". So when you see those guys standing next to each other, the contrast is crazy, But I was really impressed by how those guys played, especially Michael Bell. Michael Bell played against Mike Green, one of the major pass rushers coming out of the college last year. And Michael handled him pretty good. There was one play where he really pancaked Mike Green really good. So when I watch preseason, I really take that opportunity to single out players that I am very interested in, to see how they perform and to see, how we're developing them. And that's what I pretty much key on. So I had a few names down, but yeah, that's what I pretty much focus on when it comes to preseason. I don't really care about who wins or loses or any of that stuff, because that really doesn't mean anything. Because most of the guys that playing are second and third string players. So,
Warren, before I get to you, shout out to Void Green and Miss McAfee for the jewels that they sent. Appreciate you guys. Warren, go ahead, Warren.
No, a lot of what Drew said. From watching the game, the quarterback play and the offense was very vanilla. That's a little bit of what Nick was saying, and I can definitely agree with that. But one thing that I said that stood out is the offensive line. The offensive line's pass blocking, they kind of held up for what they were doing. And like Drew's saying, it's not about the starters right now. It's more about the depth. So I'm leaving out of this preseason more confident about our offensive line and what they're capable of doing and the depth that we have, just because that wasn't something we saw last year. And we saw all these linemen get picked up, but nobody was really getting talked about last preseason. So to see that is really good. Keely Ringo made an interception, so shout out to him for that. That was something that I know he's trying to get better and better at. But no, I'm coming in confident. Still want to see a few more things, but I think going into this Patriots, who we have next preseason, I think that's going to be a little bit more interesting, and the playbook's going to open up a little bit more.
Same thing with the Cowboys side. Angry.
All right. Well, I'm kind of the opposite. I watched for scheme. I watched for the formations. I watched just to see what the defense would come up with. I know they were going to be vanilla, but what was the communication on that side of the ball? I also looked for individual players that stood out or made a jump in their respected position. I watched, if we want to narrow it down, I watched the quarterbacks, Sam Howell and Joe Milton III. Watched the running backs just to see where that position battle would lead in, quick time NFL speed, and the tight end position. But the wide receiver did jump out to me. I will say that. And I believe it jumped out to a lot of Cowboys Nation.
Hoodie, what you got for us?
First, I want to say I agree with Eagles Drew about preseason being like more of an evaluation. For for me, it's more of an evaluation of my second team, third team, and fourth team guys. Practice squatters, guys who may not be here. What I saw was something a little rocky in the beginning. First game of the season, first game of the preseason. There's going to be jitters. You know what I'm saying? Young guys coming in who haven't played in the NFL, learning the NFL speed. And then you have Sam Howell coming in who hasn't played football in 7 months. You know what I'm saying? So he's walking in. He's got a brand new uniform on, new helmet, new group of guys that he has to work with. And of course, there's some trepidation there. Like, hopefully everything works out. Are they going to, even though everything was vanilla, you know what I'm saying? It's more like, how do you produce in that vanilla system? So what I saw yesterday was it started off rocky, but as the game progressed, things got cleaner. I'm saying, which I'll second Warren and say I came out a little bit more optimistic. I came out a little bit more confident in what I was seeing going into week 2 of the preseason. Now the question is consistency. Can they continue? Can they be consistent? You know what I'm saying? So that's all there is for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so Angry.
I'm at 3.
What?
I'm at 3, Angry. I'm at 3. Like, goddamn dog.
What player, Angry, on offense and defense stood out to you during this preseason game?
Oh man.
Whether it was good or bad.
Whether it was good or bad, let's go with the bad. Kalen Carson stuck out to me at the cornerback position, I guess because he had a few penalties, a couple pass interferences. He had one pass breakup that was pretty good, but for the most part, he kind of remained silent, and the one on the offensive side of the ball, I believe, jumped out to everybody in Cowboys Nation, and that was Camden Brown. He UDFA coming into camp, and you really don't expect anything from your UDFAs, but the Cowboys have a reputation for hitting when they go get UDFAs, and I believe this guy hit. Like Hoodie Kush said, the importance is the consistency. Can he come into the second preseason game and do the same thing? Doesn't have to be 2 touchdowns, because I think it was like 3 receptions for 62 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's crazy stat line. But it doesn't have to be touchdowns, but just show me that you can be a consistent threat where opposing defenses have to actually pay attention to you on the field, and see if you can work up into that. Whether we keep 5 or 6, see if you can work up into that 53-man roster and be that 5th option. So those are the 2 that stuck out to me.
Hoodie, you want to add to that?
If we're talking standouts, I'll say this about standouts. Standouts are the ones who are taken to the coaching. Standouts are the guys who you see making the plays, even in the vanilla offense, being consistent, being gap sound, being not just gap sound, but assignment sound. So if we're going to talk about standouts, I want to say one of the biggest standouts to me, not just Camden Brown, but I'll say Michael Trigg. Michael Trigg was a welcome piece this preseason. He only had 4 catches for 30 yards, but it's when those catches happened. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the production, it's about the win. You know what I'm saying? I think we had a couple of third downs where Michael Trigg comes in, he nice little block, leaks off, gets a catch. He gets like 3-4 yards of yak. That's a first down. You know what I'm saying? And that's a third down. You know what I'm saying? So when we're talking about standouts, to me, a standout is someone who understands the system that he's learning, understanding what he's getting from the coaching. So I mean, if that's the case, there's quite a few standouts.
Yeah, there's a number of standouts.
Yeah.
Warren, what you got for it?
The biggest standouts that I've seen is Bell and Willie Lampkin. Those were 2 big standouts this preseason game. Also, Cole Payton. Even though the quarterback's play was lacking all like the whole game. I will say Cole Payton made a lot of big plays that you said, okay, I see what he's trying to do. So
Help
a
me
little
out.
bit of how Tanner McKee felt
Help,
2 years ago. What's that?
help me out. Cole Payton position.
Quarterback.
Oh, he's a quarterback. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
From,
quarterback.
North
Is he
Dakota.
more of a scrambling
North-
quarterback? Because
Yeah,
he
more
led
of a
y'all
dual
in
threat.
rushing, right?
Yeah,
From
he's
North
more of a
Dakota
dual
State.
threat.
Yeah, he's a dual threat.
Yeah, he's and like watching him on film, he's kind of built a little bit more like Jalen Hurts, like not too tall, kind of just bigger and more just durable. Best way to put it. And his decision making that he had, I was very impressed with. So he would be a standout to me on that. But like I said, this offensive line, the depth of that just really it was impressive. Just the whole team, like collectively as a whole, was pretty impressive.
True.
You know, since he did the offense, I'll tackle the defense. My standouts were Jeremiah Trotter Jr. and Jaheed Campbell. Those two guys played really well, especially Jeremiah Trotter Jr. That kid is a monster. Like our linebacker room is so deep and it's so very talented. So those two guys stood out to me. Ty Robinson, the Vanilla Gorilla, had a decent game. That's his nickname, the Vanilla Gorilla. He had a really good game yesterday. Got a sack yesterday. Also, AJ Epineza, free agent that we picked up from Buffalo, really made it had a really good game. And I can't remember the help me with the first name. Sam's the safety. What is his first name? Drawing the blank right now, but
I know who you're talking about. It's
early on.
It's Andre.
Andre Sams. He early flashed. He flashed early. You know, I loved how he attacked the run. He attacked the box and made some really impressive tackles. Sometimes that stuff gets overlooked, but not by me. You know, I saw how he was really aggressive and attacked the box and made some really good open field tackles. So those 4 players or 5 players kind of stood out for me.
Yeah, Ty Robinson, good one.
Yeah.
So every year, every training camp, you go into training camp, preseason, and there's one player that stands out that you feel they can make a huge impact. And I ain't talking about the first round draft picks. Sometimes it's later, it's on down the depth chart, and they really stand out in training camp and preseason, and they able to come in and make an immediate impact. Do y'all have a certain player who you feel can come in and do that at this point in time? Let's go with one.
Coming and making an immediate impact, that's going to be Bell, just because with Lane Johnson being out, he's kind of taking on that tackle role, and he's, from what they're saying, he's more of a plug and play type piece. I think he can come in and that's somebody that can come in and make an immediate impact, or at least like it won't be such a huge drop off when leaving. In the past, Lane Johnson would be out and we would notice that drop off, and it wouldn't come back to like 2 games later. But the way that Bell is, like he's playing like it's his role, so I'm liking that.
Hoodie, how about you?
One guy to come in and make an immediate impact. That's kind of hard because like I'm not gonna speak offensively then, because with the offense that we have and the pieces that we have on offense, it's kind of hard for Camden Brown to actually come in and make an immediate impact. You have CD, GP, Ryan Flanoy. You know what I'm saying? So unless we're planning on running 4 wide receiver sets the entire time, that'll be about the only way. So I'm going to stick with the defense. If there's someone who can come in and make an immediate impact that's not a first round pick. Justin Barron was a UDFA last year, coming out of Syracuse. He's a linebacker. Actually, he's a wide receiver turned safety turned linebacker in college. And from what I've seen from him this past week, actually, I've been high on him since last season. But what I've seen from him this past week, leading up to the preseason game, gives me confidence that I know that this young man can actually step in just in case of, knock on wood, an injury or something like that. And he can come in and he can literally make an immediate impact. I think he understands exactly what Christian Parker's looking for. I think the coaches under Christian Parker are teaching his scheme and his mentality the right way. And I think Justin Barron, as one of the low guys on the totem pole, actually embodies that. So that's who I'm looking at.
True. What you got?
I'm gonna go with Willie Lampkin. And what I'm impressed about Willie is that not only he plays aggressive, he's very strong, plays a low center of gravity with him being 5'11". He can play two positions. So that is a tremendous asset if he continues to play like that. Because yesterday he played some center and he played some right guard. So if something like that pans out with Willie, and he continues to flourish and shine, man, that's a tremendous asset to have, especially with some of the the injury problems we had on the O line. So if say something happens with Cam Jurgens or with Landon Dickerson, then he can come right in and just be an immediate impact. So for me, it would be definitely Willie Lampkin.
All right. The immediate impact for me would be James freaking Houston. Yeah, boy, coming off that edge in that 3-4 or even the 4-3. He can get home. He got home a couple times yesterday during the preseason game. One was called back due to a flag, but he got home twice. So if I need somebody to come in and be an immediate impact on the edge, I can always look at James Houston.
So, guys, I'm finna come with the nitty-gritty with these questions. Are y'all ready for them?
Yeah,
let's go.
To the nitty.
Bring that heat.
Why are we here?
Right now. And I'm going to start with you, Drew. Which team has the most dangerous offense at this particular time?
That's a good question.
That ain't no good question. Hurry up.
It's. I mean, I have to be calculated because the easy answer is to say Dallas, right? The easy answer is to say Dallas, but I think that the Eagles there's a mystery behind the Eagles, because you don't know what the offensive coordinator is bringing. There's still a lot of tremendous talent on the Eagles side of the football. And if we get the running game going the way that it has been, last year it suffered because of injury, but yet we were really the top teams in pass blocking. So if we can get the run game going, and Barkley and Tank and Pierce and those guys are going, and also I believe we're going to see some RPO, more RPO activity from Hurts, not a lot, but we're going to see that back in the fold. So if when the Eagles run game is on point, they're virtually unstoppable, unbeatable. So, I'm going to say the Eagles for the unknown potential. And with Dallas, although they were a top 5 offense, one of the issues that they have, and we don't know if they're going to fix those issues or not, is that they were 18th in the red zone. So no matter how potent your offense is, if you're exchanging field goals for touchdowns, you're not going to win many games. So I think that's a big thing for Dallas. But I would say right now, the unknown, I will go with the Eagles. And I'm not being a homer.
So, Hoodie, do you agree or do you have?
I disagree firmly. He is 100%. He is 100% correct in his assessment about the red zone woes. You are 100% correct, sir. You cannot go trading field goals for touchdowns. But to say out of your lips that the Cowboys don't have the most dangerous offense, you are kidding yourself. You can't stop George Pickens even when you double him. You have to bracket someone. And even when you do, there's a guy by the name of Ryan Flanoy. We had a 1,200-yard rusher last season who just what? Ryan Flanoy wasn't doing nothing?
Go, bro. I'm not. I'm just. It's
Okay.
cool.
All right.
I don't want to fool you. I don't
to tell you why he's laughing, Drew said, "What the hell is a Flournoy?" So that's Drew's thing right there.
That's fine. He can make fun of Ryan Flanoy all he wants. He's going to show him who he is. I mean,
let that man cook. Let that man cook.
Before you continue, Hoodie, Randy, appreciate the 100 Jews, my guy. Appreciate that. Go ahead.
The reason why I'm so high on Ryan Flanoy is because last season he's a 6th-round pick. Number one, he's a 6th-round pick from 2 years ago. He really didn't get much of a shot. Last season, he was due to get a shot, but what they did was they cut him after training camp. But he was specifically told that we want you to come back. Not only did he come back, he jumped 3 people to get to the wide receiver 3. Jalen Tolbert, Kavontae Turpin, Jonathan Mingo. Okay. That says something when you can walk onto the field and just take a spot. That says something. So I have high hopes for the young man. I think he's a very good wide receiver. I think he's a great 3, good 2. Okay. That's what he is. He's a great 3, good 2. Who's really putting clamps on CD and GP? If you can tell me exactly who's going to put clamps on both of those guys to slow down this offense, I'll concede. But I can promise you can't. There's nothing you can find that will tell me that they can put clamps on both CD and GP. Okay. Then you have Javonte Williams in the run game. My offensive line, albeit we have tackle problems or a tackle issue. That same tackle that we have most issues with in pass pro is actually a monster in the run. You know what I'm saying? So give me 1 second. I have to say goodnight to my children.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Warren, while he doing that, Warren, do you agree or do you have a rebuttal?
Drew makes a really good point and Hoodie makes a good point. I think if we were to go based off of right now, based off of rankings, what we've seen this offseason, we can definitely say the Cowboys have the more dangerous offense right now. But I will say on the other end, when what Drew's saying is the fact that the predictability is taken away from the Eagles with losing A.J. Brown, we really don't know what this offense is going to look like. And that can be dangerous as well. So, that's I think right now you have to choose the Cowboys, but we can bring up this conversation probably week 10 and we can say, hey, what does it look like now? Because I could go back and use the point, hey, well, there's film now on the Cowboys with George Pickens and CD Lamb. Defenses may know how to scheme up against that. So it's too early right now to say, but the easy answer is the Cowboys.
So before Angry goes, Hoodie, did you want to finish?
Oh no. I done lost train of thought. Babies came over. You know how that goes.
Go ahead, Angry. You rebuttal or you agree?
Do I get a chance to rebut? Do I get a chance to rebut?
I'll let you rebut after Angry.
Yeah, after yeah.
Well, I would definitely say the Dallas Cowboys have the better offense. And I get what you guys are saying as far as the mystery of it all. But when you look at Sean Mannion's history of where he's been, you can kind of get a sense of where your offense is going to go, what's it going to lead to. I mean, we've heard the West Coast offense coming to Philly. So the Dallas Cowboys run the West Coast offense as well. So just that element of surprise, I don't know if it's big enough to catch people by surprise. I mean, maybe the first or second game, but once people get acclimated to it, might catch issues. But as far as the Dallas Cowboys offense and the weapons that we have the element of being together, playing together. This is the offense that was pretty much together last year, and it really clicked. And I know Eagles Drew was talking about the red zone, you can't be that bad in the red zone. But at the same time, you can't have a 25th ranked overall offense either. Maybe good in the red zone, but the Eagles was ranked 25th in overall offense.
And for those in the chat, the question has to do with the offense in totality for the season so far. We're not speaking about offense in the preseason. We're speaking about now. I don't know which one of you guys is channel, but Fresh King
Oh my God.
just sent a $49.99 super chat.
Shout
I
out.
don't know who's one of those. Is that one of your people angry?
That's one of my
yes,
guys.
sir. Fresh
One of the
King
angriest guys.
NYC.
Shout out to Fresh King
Fresh King,
for
man.
that
The love.
super chat. He said, "Shout out to my guys. Season is here and the stars are already shining." My bad, Angry. You read the super chat. It's your guy.
Yeah, don't take that man shine.
My bad, man. I apologize.
Shout out to Fresh King NY Cowboy. Man, said shout out to my guy. Season's here and the star is already shining. Compliments from CCU gang. Yo. He got some big things in the works, so I ain't gonna steal his thunder. When he hits you, he gonna hit you.
Indeed.
But I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, definitely.
Salute.
Drew, what's your rebuttal?
Okay, here's my rebuttal. And again, I can't go against with Dallas having a top offense and being better than the Eagles right now, so to speak, right? But everything has context to it, right? I am the Eagles Drew, the Eagles apologist, right? So here's the context to that. If you look at Dallas averaged what? 30 points last year? Was it 30 points that
30.
you guys averaged every
30.
game?
Yeah, a little bit over, but yeah.
A little bit over 30 points, right? So here's the context. The two times that we played Dallas, as high-powered as your offense is, and is the hugest collapse our offense, one of the huge collapse that we had was against you guys, because if we kick a field goal or score a touchdown, game is over, right? But that didn't happen. Dallas only averaged 22 points against our defense. And here's another context. Which team in the NFL has allowed the least points in the last 2 to 3 years? That would be the Philadelphia Eagles. And our defense just got better. So you're saying who's going to stop?
Oh, we ain't got to the defense yet.
Hold on, I'm just saying. Let me finish quick. I'm almost done. We just added because Hoodie said, I don't know who's going to stop CD or Pickens. That's what you said. And if our defense held you to 22 points last year, each time we played you, that high-powered offense, and we are the team in the NFL that teams score the least against.
Okay.
I'm very confident with the additions that we made on our defense to hold you to 20 points or less. Okay. So when we play you again, it's not a matter of stopping him or, CD or Pickens. It's the production. Are you getting in the end zone? You can have all the big plays you want, but if you're not scoring touchdowns, then that's how we beat you.
Okay. Can I add some context to this now? Can I rebut this?
The floor is yours.
Right here, since we were talking about offense. All right. So offensively, yeah, we averaged 30 some odd points. There are a few games where we didn't score 30. It wasn't just against y'all. Okay. But since we're talking about the Eagles defense, let's do it. Game 1, we only scored what, 20 points?
Facts. Yeah,
Okay.
20 points in the second game, 24.
We only scored 20 points.
Mm-hmm.
Not for lack of your defense. CD's dropping balls. If CD drops 0 balls that game, we score 30, 100%, because nobody was stopping them. CD stopped himself. Game 2, you can shake your head all you want. Game 2, Game 2. We spotted you 21. Y'all was doing y'all thing. The levees broke. We scored 24 unanswered. Can't score 30 when your time is limited. Okay. Now, did you guys eat clock like you should have? Yeah, in the second half, or at least you tried. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, we scored 24 unanswered. If that's not high powered, I don't know what is. To be down 21-0 going into the half and then coming back out and just scoring 24 straight points unanswered. So yes, my offense is better than yours. It is projected to be better than yours. Okay. Now with the continuity that we have in our offense, with extra added pieces, with another year under our coach and offensive coordinator, I expect us to be just a wee bit better. Now, since defense came into this, you guys beat the game one. You guys beat a pretty bad defense. You can't argue it. You beat a pretty bad defense. We couldn't stop the run for nothing. We couldn't. Jalen Hurts had like 82 yards on the ground. Saquon Barkley had 66 yards on the ground. Both scored touchdowns. We couldn't stop them. But what you couldn't do was pass on us. We held y'all to under maybe a little over 100 yards, a little over. You know what I'm saying? So if we're talking defenses, week 12, I believe we played y'all. We were the 32nd ranked defense. And y'all couldn't get any more traction. Yes, that was when your offense took a nosedive. So to say that just because you added a little bit of context that it means that we don't have a high-powered offense is a farce. I'm not going to sit here and say Saquon Barkley ain't him just because we held him to 66. If he's running for a $145 on Tampa Bay, a $160 on this one, 200 on that one, I'm not going to do that. Let's be objective here.
So we got Cowboys Dialogue with $5 super chat. Said first game GP and Dak weren't there yet. Second game was only GP. Appreciate the $5. Cowboys Dialogue.
But you know, if you notice, I don't give you a lot of if scenarios. You know,
it's not an if.
If my aunt, you know, had stones, she'd be my uncle. I don't give you those scenarios.
It's not an if.
I'm just giving you straight facts, right? I'm not saying that Dallas isn't a good offense. I think that it's a bit overrated, and the stats say so, because if you scored this is because we hear the same story. Oh, it's the defense, right? I get that, because I can say it's our offense, but I'm not going to use any excuses, because Hoodie, let me ask you a question. As bad as our offense was last year, who was the number one team in the red zone?
We already lamented.
Just answer the question, please. Who was the number one
tush
team?
push, bro. Like,
No. See that. Hold on. The tush push was horrible last year. In fact, it worked at a below 60%. It worked at a below 65% ratio. So we can't use the tush push as an example.
I didn't say that.
So let's throw that out
lamented. I said we've already lamented that the Eagles had a better red zone offense. Total offense, no, you didn't. And I believe Warren can attest to that.
So the stats would support me, because I would much rather support you. Let me finish, bro. I would much rather have the number one offense in the red zone compared to the total top 5 offense. You know why? Here's why, Hoodie. Because when you're number one in the red zone, you end the year 11-6 and not 7-9-1.
And losing
2 years, you don't end the year with high-powered offenses 14-19-1 with a high-powered offense. Sorry, it just doesn't work. It's like, glitz and glamour. You know what I mean? You could put a BBL on the girl, but that don't mean that's real. It's still a BBL.
We talking about red zone offenses and stuff. I mean, you can
It's
tell
all
offense
though.
Come on now.
Before y'all rebuttal, let me read the super chat. Ms. McAfee with the $10 super chat. Welcome to the Next Level Sports Lounge. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe and turn those notifications on. Smash that like on your way in.
Go ahead, Angry. I'm not even going to do it. Go ahead, Angry. I'll do it. I'll go in after you. Go ahead, Angry.
Now I'm just saying you big up the positives. Yes, you big up the positives. Red zone offense, that's dope. But you were 24th in third down conversions.
Facts.
You got to get to the red zone in order. You got to keep the ball. We seen this yesterday in the preseason game, and I know it's second and third stringers, but it's also play calling. It's also scheme that you're going to be going with at week 1 with your starters, and the third down conversion still didn't look good. Last night you went 0 for 9, and I mean I know don't want to bring the preseason up, but still 0 for 9.
Let's not do preseason.
Okay, fine. Let me ask you a question. Now I'm talking team totality. Okay, because literally,
let's talk totality.
Because you literally just did this a few seconds ago when we were specifically talking about offense. You brought your defense into this, so now we're going to bring your defense back into this. How many points did your defense give up? You can look it up.
You mean total?
How many
throughout the year?
You have to give me the context of the game. How many points per game did your defense give up?
I want to say 19.
19. Cool. Well, if we the Cowboys offense put up 30.8 points, but yet my defense gives up 31.6 points, is that a winning formula? Is that a winning formula if a team can score more than you?
Look, all I can tell you is all I can say to you is
answer the question.
You want me to answer the question?
Answer the question. Don't give me a bunch of fodder.
It's not
the question.
Listen, I know that the Cincinnati Bengals went to the Super Bowl with the 30th ranked defense.
No, they didn't.
Look at it. When they went to the Super Bowl, their defense was one of the lowest ranked defenses. And their quarterback was able to carry them to a Super Bowl.
The Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, I'll let them have it. Go ahead.
So I'm just saying, listen, you're right. Your defense was bad, but I remember you guys when you got Quinnen Williams in the trade and you guys went on a little bit of run. You guys were hyped up. I didn't hear nobody saying, oh man, you know what? We got Quinnen, but we're not going to make the playoffs. You guys were gunning for the playoffs. You guys were hoping for the playoffs.
We had no. The team, your ESPN guys, because that's what you watch.
I don't watch ESPN. I don't need ESPN to formulate my opinion.
Apparently you do, but
I don't need ESPN. I don't watch it.
But those 3 games, we still had an opportunity to play to get into the playoffs. When we won those 3 games, Vegas, Philadelphia, Kansas City, we had an opportunity. Guess what? All that went to shit when we went to go play Detroit. All that went to shit when we lost to Minnesota. All that went to shit when we played the Chargers. All that went to shit.
So what happened when you played the Cardinals? What happened when you played the Cardinals?
We lost to the Cardinals. So what? You don't want
and they got a worse team than you.
We lost a lot of games.
What was your excuse? How many points did your high power offense put up against the Cardinals?
20.
What does that got to do with the price of tea in China?
Because you're sitting here, you're telling me that you have this high power offense, you have a suck defense, right? But you play these terrible teams, and you should be able to beat them with this high power defense. You lost to the Carolina Panthers. Why? You know why you lost to the Panthers? Because Dak couldn't score a touchdown in the red zone at the end. That's why. So you can't put it all on. Hold on. You can't put it all on the defense, my friend. If your offense is incapable of scoring touchdowns, then you're putting more pressure on your bad defense. How come when Dak gets in the red zone in Carolina, he couldn't score a touchdown? You set up for a field goal, and then the Panthers march down and they beat you.
We tied up the ball game. Okay, hold on.
So what I'm saying is, let's not use the defense as an excuse. Give the offense some culpability. They're not as good as you think they are.
The ball game, but we got ran on for 245 yards. What is the defense doing there? What is the offense supposed to do when the opposing offense is staying on the field for 6, 7, 8 minutes at a time because they can run the ball? Excuses, get the fuck out of here, man.
Let me read this super chat from Ricardo. $5 super chat from Ricardo. He said, Cowboys got it.
presume to tell me.
And-
Appreciate that.
Gotti.
$5 super
Where was
chat.
the Gotti
And I just want to say, I just want to say real quick, that whole Carolina Panthers, he couldn't score in the red zone. First touchdown came from the red zone. Second touchdown came from the red zone. Third touchdown did not. We lost by 3 points because at the end of the game, they hit a field goal to win.
Why?
The Panthers hit
Why?
a field goal.
Angry.
Why
So
did
what
that
are you?
happen?
So what you're saying is, and also you said that the Cincinnati Bengals had this low-ranked defense, like 32nd ranked defense. Their defense was 17th when they went to the Super Bowl. So, like,
Okay, I stand corrected. Still not a top. That's middle of the pack. Right?
middle of the pack, and
matter.
that's all that Cowboys fans have been asking for. We haven't been asking for a top 5 defense. If we could just at least get middle to the pack, then we can be competitive. So,
Like you haven't had that before.
Bro, like this
so-
dude, I don't
so-
care about yesterday. I don't care about
yeah,
yesterday.
this is
We're talking about
2026.
today. We're talking
Had that
about
before.
today.
Listen,
Okay?
all
I don't
all
care
I'm
about
saying is
yesterday.
this: your offense has to take some culpability. I watched the Panthers in
offense took
the
the
Dallas
culpability.
game, and in the last 2 minutes of the game,
One
your
game.
quarterback had your offense in the red zone,
One
and you
game.
failed to score a touchdown.
Your quarterback
No,
couldn't
he
throw a complete
didn't,
pass in an entire
bro.
quarter. What are you talking about quarterbacks for? Your
I'm-
quarterback had 2 turnovers
I'm
in
not
the
making
same
any.
drive.
I'm not
on
making
the same
excuses.
play. What are
I'm
you
not making
talking
any
about?
excuses. My quarterback
Like,
didn't
come
play
on,
well
man.
last year.
There was no
Hey,
excuse.
Hoodie,
There was
Hoodie,
no
here
excuse.
you go.
We didn't
Hoodie,
make it
try
to the
this.
playoff.
My
There it is.
quarterback did not play well last year. My offense
Jesus
did not
Christ.
play well
But your
last
defense-
year.
We need that
Your
fact
defense
check.
Okay,
played well.
so I'm not making excuses. My
Neither am
offensive
I.
line
You're trying
did
to
not
force
play well
excuses.
last year. But
You're
guess
trying
what,
to force
Hoodie?
excuses.
Guess what, Hoodie? We're so
Appreciate you, Scrappy.
talented. We still won 11 games.
Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, on the defensive side of the ball, because your offense was
Yeah, your
shit.
defense is
Still-
Let's be
defense is
real.
pretty
Well,
good.
can't
Let's
be
be
too
real.
much if you're number one in the red zone.
Let's
Come
be
on,
real.
bro.
Warren,
Let's
You're not
be
making
real.
Warren,
sense, Hoodie.
Warren, you
Hoodie,
want to hop up in
Hoodie,
here?
let
Wait a
the
minute.
Go
hate
ahead,
go.
Warren.
Let the
Yeah.
hate go.
Wait a
bro.
minute. Wait a minute, Drew.
Let
We
the
gonna
hate
hop
go,
in here.
Hoodie. Let the hate go, bro.
You're tripping. Ain't
No, I'm
hate.
just-
I
I'm
don't
just
care
listening.
about
Wait,
y'all.
Drew. Wait, Drew.
I
Wait,
don't
Drew.
care
Let Warren
about
hop
y'all.
in. Let
No,
Warren
I'm
hop
just
in.
listening because I'm waiting for us to talk
about.
about the defense because I know
Yeah,
that's
that was the next
So,
question.
like,
the
that's-
defense.
That's what I'm waiting
at the
for.
end of the
You
day,
got
y'all
it,
got
Warren.
on the
You got it,
defense.
Warren.
Y'all know where we're at on the defense. We know where you at on the offense.
There it
So
is.
y'all got it. It's y'all. Now let's talk about the defense then.
Before you go,
Yeah,
Warren.
Because we
Before
know
you
that's what's going to dominate. So
before you go, Warren.
Man, this dude talking out his ass right
The
now. He already
memberships
came with some.
for
He
the
already
next
came
level
with
sports
Easy,
lounge.
easy, Hoodie,
Appreciate
easy.
that
Relax.
wifey. Appreciate that
Relax.
wifey
Told
you.
for the 5
you.
memberships that she just gifted, guys. We having great talk here, y'all. We having great talk here.
Yeah,
So,
relax.
I just don't appreciate someone trying to tell me what I see. You're not going to tell
I
me
didn't
what
tell
I
you
see.
what you said.
It's
I'm
like,
not telling you
yes,
what
you
said,
are.
bro.
You're trying to tell me what I see, and I don't see what you see.
No,
what you
I
see is what you
I'm
see.
telling you what I see. I'm
What
telling you what the
you-
stats see,
What
Hoodie.
you see is what you see. What
I
I
see
see
what the
is what
stats
I
see.
see. I don't care what the stats say. The stats don't tell the story.
Obviously.
The stats
So
don't
I-
tell the story.
So I have a 2-part question. I got a 2-part question. Here you go, Angry.
Yeah, Fresh. Yeah,
Yeah.
appreciate you, Fresh. 1,000
King.
jewels. Got the GOAT trophy, man. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Good looking, Fresh King.
Yes, sir. Got the GOAT
So
trophy.
this a 2-part question. Who has the better defense, Dallas or Philly? And then which team is better built to stop the other's biggest offensive strength? Go
Oh,
ahead,
that's easy.
Warren. Get up in here.
That's light
now
work.
you're making this easy.
Yeah, that's light work.
The Eagles,
Well,
the Eagles have the better defense. Like the same reason why I said y'all have the better offense. We have the better defense. And the team that's built to stop the other, the Eagles have the pieces in place that we know are on the field that can stop the Cowboys offense. Like I don't think y'all know like
Right.
who y'all's cornerback 1 and 2 and y'all are solidified. Are y'all solidified? If y'all are, yo, kudos. But if you're not, like I'm still looking at okay, we don't have AJ Brown, but we don't even know what Lemon looks like yet. Like we don't know what Lemon looks like yet. We don't know what Wicks looks like yet. So at the minimal, y'all have the cornerbacks to at least compete. Y'all can at least compete with the wide receivers that we got.
Okay.
So,
Well, and I asked that question. The reason I asked that question because I felt that the easy answer for the offense was the Cowboys, and of course I have to go to the Eagles side too. But at the same time, if you look at it, if you're saying that your secondary can stop the offense, our wide receivers when they didn't do it last year, how is that
That's
biggest? You know what I'm saying? When they really didn't. I mean,
so they
but I'll let y'all
may
talk
not
about
have
it.
stopped them, Lloyd. But how many drops did CeeDee Lamb get first game?
4.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
So
Oh
like,
yeah.
so I'm saying,
drop.
it may not be like a full stop, but are they going to be on their top tier? Like, if CeeDee Lamb is dropping balls on us, then like our defense must be doing something. Like at the end of the day, you can't just sit up there and say the Cowboys are just dominating the Eagles, bro. Like y'all offense is not really doing that.
I think y'all biggest strength is y'all defensive line. Yeah, y'all got Cooper DeJean, y'all got Quinyon Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? But that's just two that you're speaking about in the secondary. I think y'all biggest strength is y'all defensive line that opens it up for your secondary even more. Not even talking about the size that Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean is on, but that defensive line alone opens up everything when it comes to the rest of your defense. That's just what I feel, and that's why I asked that question.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to look at it like, well, we've always been in the trenches. We've always been about like investing in the trenches.
Fletcher Cox,
I think this is the first time in a minute we actually got linebackers. Like we can't sleep on Zach Bond, bro. You know that.
Oh no.
Yeah, you know we can't. You know we can't sleep on Zach Bond, and you know we can't sleep on Quinyon Mitchell. You can't sleep on Coop. But I do feel like the Cowboys fan base is underestimating Tariq Woolen based off of how he performed with the Seahawks, and now coming to the Eagles, he's not looked at as somebody that can give George Pickens a hard time. I think that y'all are underestimating him, and I think Tariq Woolen is probably one of the corners that could probably compete with George Pickens. Like just trash talking alone, just getting his head. You feel me? Like just getting in his head and just messing with him and throw him off his game. I think that is something that y'all are sleeping on. Also, our linebackers. Our linebackers with Jahad Campbell, with Zach Bond, like these guys.
Trotter.
Yeah, Trotter, all them boys. Like I feel like we have the better linebackers. I feel like we have the better secondary in all the NFC East. Like give me an NFC East team that is a better secondary than what we got.
I'll say this. You're 100% correct. Your defense, bar none, best defense in the NFCs. Can't argue it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's tangible evidence to suggest so. You know what I'm saying? I know what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And what I've seen is that front seven is a problem. Zach Bond, you can't deny the young man. You know what I'm saying? From a special teamer, let me finish. From a special teamer with the Saints to an all-pro linebacker who's chasing down 4.3 speed running backs, like that it gets on my nerves. Okay. Like I may not like the Eagles, but I know what good looks like. I know what great looks like. And that kid's great. You know what I'm saying? Your front is a problem. Mainly your interior. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, premier.
Healthy Jalen Carter now.
So Jordan Davis coming in at the tail end of Fletcher Cox helped him. It helped him immensely. That is a perfect person to be paired with. So learning from Fletcher Cox, even though it was probably only a year, it definitely skyrocketed him. You know what I'm saying? He understands how to use his body. He understands how to use his strength. You can't argue it. Your secondary, as good as Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean are, they're good. Not taking it away from them because they are first team all pros. You cannot argue it. They have the credentials to back it up. I will never say out of my mouth and say that the Eagles have a shit defense. You'll never hear me say it. Now, what I can say is, even though I've seen Zach Bond, I've seen limited Jahad Campbell. I haven't seen Jeremiah Trotter. You know what I'm saying? So I can't speak to that. But what I can speak to, I give you kudos because you got it. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it in action. I've seen what it can do. You know what I'm saying? So you're 100% right. Your defense is better than the Cowboys as of right now. I don't know what we're going to look like this season. We might take a step forward. Who knows? I don't know if we have a solidified one. If we do, the only solidified one cornerback would be Deron Bland. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who got paid. He's the longest tenured corner on this team. Shaking his head.
So, Angry, I'm gonna let you hop in right quick, but I got a lot of things popping up on my phone about Von Miller about to sign with the Cowboys. I don't know how true that is right now, but it's just popping all over my phone.
Yeah, I know. I just got something too from Skywalker Steel. So
is that something y'all want? I'm just curious. Is that something y'all want, or like it is what it is?
I'll say this. Is it a bad thing to have a veteran in the room? It doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to start. Doesn't mean that he's going to get 100 snaps. But is it a bad thing to have a veteran in the room? No, I'm literally asking, Warren.
Yeah.
Is it a bad thing?
So yeah,
I would rather have
Schefter.
him. Yeah, go ahead, Angry, because I would rather have him over Bobby Wagner any day.
Okay. According to Adam Schefter's ex ESPN source, 8-time Pro Bowler, Von Miller is expected to sign with the Dallas Cowboys. Miller is from Texas, went to Texas A&M, and now is headed to play for the Dallas Cowboys.
Angry, before you go, Jeremy Betts on your side, right, Hoodie?
Yes. What's up, Jay Betts? Oh man, my guy. That's you. You know, I'm not monetized. I can't get nowhere. That's all you.
Appreciate that, Jeremy Betts. Philly D with the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate that, Philly D. What offense performed better against top defenses last year? Dallas yards and points look great on paper, but it's not consistent.
That's a good.
I'm gonna leave that question up because I want Angry. I want Angry to go before we get to Philly D's question. Great question.
Well, I mean, it's a no-brainer. The Philadelphia Eagles defense is better. It's more established. It's been within the same nucleus of a Vic Fangio for a few years now. You know, with the Dallas Cowboys, just like the Philadelphia Eagles offense, there's that question mark at the defensive side of the ball. New coordinator, hasn't called plays before until now. Sean Mannion, same thing. Mm-hmm. So
that's fair.
You really don't know what you're gonna get until you get it. And I was looking at preseason just as maybe a template to see what's in store, you know, how the communication goes. And it looked pretty good. I mean, it looked pretty good. So I have faith in the defense, but as far as like saying it's gonna be better than Philadelphia, all right, it is better than Philadelphia. That's just, you can't say that.
Yeah, that's
close. Yeah, it's not close.
That's reaching.
So,
right?
Philly, I'm gonna get back to your question. I got that star for a reason. I'm gonna get back to your question. I saw somebody in the chat put something in the chat.
But I do like what he said because I kind of want to hear from Angry and Hoodie, like kind of like break that down. Like, how do y'all feel about that?
Like,
last year was last year. We didn't perform well against top ranked defenses. Well, I mean, what more can you say?
Yeah, Greg, man. Bro, we're not kissing the Eagles ring. Ring finger. The Cowboys have a front seven also. And our back end, we have the best safety group in the league.
The Cowboys has a front seven and safeties. That's common.
You sleeping. See, that's the thing. You sleeping. You sleeping on us now.
Not sleeping.
You just said it's comical. You just said it's comical.
Can I explain it? Will you let me explain?
Will you allow me to explain?
Okay, so I say that's comical if you're trying to say, or if you're trying to compare your O-line. You have a lot of question marks. I've said this on everybody's channel. Dallas has solid D tackles. Your D tackles are superior to match up with any team in the league. I give you that. But Donovan Ezeracco, big question mark. We don't know if this young man is going to be able to hold up. He just had surgery on his hips. We don't know if he's going to be ready for week one or whatever. He struggled last year. Like I don't fear your pass rush. You just got. Let me finish. You got Malachi Lawrence. You got Malachi Lawrence. Another question mark. You is so much to where you got to go get the old veteran to add him to your team and Rashawn Gary. Like I'm supposed to be afraid of that front seven.
You just got Jonathan Grenard.
You do.
So
realize
what's the difference?
Jonathan Grenard is one of the top pass rushers in the league. What are we talking about?
Same amount of sacks as Rashawn Gary.
You do
That's
realize
because he was injured last year. Look at the totality of sacks that he brings to the table.
Within the last 3 years, Rashawn Gary has averaged 8 sacks. So what are you saying?
So again, am I supposed to be afraid of Rashawn Gary when I got the tackles that I got on my team?
I feel
you know what's crazy? You know
I mean, seriously.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
Am I lying, Kush? Hold on. Am I lying, Kush? Tell me, am I lying?
So again, what's weird to me is how I can sit here and easily say that the Eagles have a great interior. I can sit here and say that with my chest and not feel some type of way. But the minute you're asked about something, the first thing you do is say, that's comical. You guys you use a recent pickup to try to throw in our face. You had to go get Rashawn Gary, who averages 8 sacks. You had to go get Von Miller, who just last year had 9 sacks. You got Donovan Ezaraku just had hip surgery. Mind you, he's been practicing the entire offseason.
Still a
question.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be negative, bro. It's gonna be negative.
Why is it negative when I'm telling the truth?
I can go through your entire offense and say the exact same thing.
Andrew,
Saquon Barkley dropped off, and Jalen Hurts throw over the middle and actually run with a gang of slot receivers.
And I won't make any excuses and say, why are you being a hater? I brought up a point that your edge rushers are suspect. Am I lying, dude? Am I lying?
Yes, you are.
Am I hating? I say your edge rushers are suspect.
It's the comical that they don't like.
You said
that's what I'm saying, bro. What are we talking about here?
It's the comical.
No, my thing is this, Warren. Yeah. My thing is this, Warren. I'm speaking to you now, sir, the sensible guy. Okay, I'm speaking to Warren. My thing is this. Just like I can look at your offense and say, I don't know what to expect. Can you say the same thing about my defense? I don't know what to expect.
So this is okay. Can we please?
Because it's ever changing.
No, I get what you're saying, Hoodie. No. I get exactly what you're saying. But like, there has to be, and I hate bringing up the past, bro. I hate it. But you do have to look at like this was a talented offense that we did see in the Super Bowl. So like, why can't we say, okay, at least we've seen this offense take it, like that offense went to the dance. Like they went to the dance and they got the girl at the dance. Like they did everything that they could. So it does get to a point to where it's like to compare how bad our offense is to saying that, hey, y'all's offense is bad, but like our deep, like it's not comparable. The badness is not comparable. Because
did Jason Kelsey retire last year or the year before?
The year before last.
He
right
retired
after won the Super Bowl.
22.
Okay, so right after you won the Super Bowl. And once he retired.
No, after 23, I'm sorry. After 23 he retired.
So once he retired, did you not see somewhat of a drop off on your offensive line?
Can I answer this? Can I answer this?
Please.
No.
Yeah,
the offense actually got better. Hoodie.
Thank you.
Like,
I don't know about that, but I don't know.
Hoodie.
Here's why I say that. Here's why I say that. Your rushing lanes weren't the same. That's a fact. Your rushing lanes weren't the same. Saquon did not get off the way he did in 24. He didn't. You cannot deny.
Wasn't on our team. Saquon wasn't on the team.
He was too. What are you talking about? He won y'all Super Bowl. What are you talking about?
No, he said when Kelsey retired.
Hold on. Hoodie.
This boy's not listening.
So hoodie.
Saquon was on the team when Kelsey was on the team when he won the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Right?
No,
24.
No, he wasn't.
Kelsey retired in 24.
Guys, I can't do this if you're not gonna let the Eagle fans talk about what actually happened. Then
Right.
Come on, man.
So the 2023 season, we lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah,
that was Jason Kelsey's last game as an Eagle.
All right. So
2020, but let me explain though. Please let me explain.
By all means.
Cam Jurgens played guard. So once Jason Kelsey left, Cam Jurgens came back to his original position as center.
I stand
and that's
corrected.
where he picked up Mekhi Becton.
Warren, I stand corrected. I assumed that Jason Kelsey retired in 24. I'm sorry, 25. I thought he retired after 24 season, after the Super Bowl. That's what I was under the impression. He retired.
And I was asking the question so the chat could know, was he on the team? Because I didn't know. I wasn't.
Well, we're talking over each other, so nobody can actually explain.
Yeah, you're right. So
that's what I'm saying. The end of the 2023 season was Jason Kelsey's last game. Remember that at off season we picked up Saquon Barkley, and we picked up Mekhi Becton. Becton made that replacement at guard that Cam Jurgens was in. Cam Jurgens went to center. And what happened to Saquon in 2024?
24, he was a man among boys.
So that was our first year with no Jason Kelsey.
Okay, so again, I stand corrected. That was something I was unaware of. I assumed that he retired after the 24 season, not after the 23 season. That's why I asked the question, when did Jason Kelsey retire? Because I was under the impression that he retired after the Super Bowl season. So I stand corrected. I know when I'm wrong. I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong.
Yeah, so that's all it was. He retired. Yeah, so he did not win that. He did not win that last Super Bowl. No.
All right, 22.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
22. Yeah, he was there when they lost. Yeah.
All right. So I stand corrected. You know what I'm
saying? But I'm going back to what you're saying by when we lost Jason Kelsey, there was a drop off.
Okay.
And I'm rebuttaling by saying that there was no drop off. It actually got better. Yeah.
So
it actually got better.
I stand corrected. You know what I'm saying? I stand corrected because there's things that again, I don't watch the Eagles. So there's things that I didn't know. Yeah, Mekhi Becton, I do remember him being there, and he was a big piece of your offensive line. So I stand corrected. Now, after Mekhi Becton left, that's when we saw 25.
We lost. Yeah, Mekhi Becton ended up getting picked up by the Chargers. So going into the 2025 season, we had Tyler Steen.
Yep, Tyler Steen.
Okay. And that's when most of your woes on the offensive line happened, between injury and other factors.
Just injury.
So that's all I was saying. Again, I don't watch the Eagles. I don't follow you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only time I care about y'all is when we play y'all. You know what I'm saying? So me not realizing that he did retire after the 23 season, not the 24 season. Fine. I stand corrected. You got me there. But there was still a drop off in 25, whether it be from injury or other circumstances. And you can say that about any team in the league. You can honestly say that about any team.
Well, any team in the league that's going that far, like any team going into January, you're spending more time on the field than other teams. I can definitely say, like, the injuries that they were dealing with, we could see it on the field. When Lane goes out, that what was it, third or fourth game against the Rams, Drew? Like,
I think it was the third game.
And to even add to that, fellas, even like look at Mekhi Becton, the 2025 season.
Yeah.
2020 last year. If you look at Mekhi Becton, Mekhi Becton actually got kicked off of the Chargers, bro. Just because he was not productive. And he had just as many injuries as like Landon, like not as many, but he wasn't very well either, just due to the injuries, bro. So like that lets you know that it's not a Eagles thing. It was just look how far we went. Look how much we relied on that run game. It took a toll on those linemen.
Oh, of course.
It took a toll on. But I can definitely tell you, as an Eagles fan, that was something that I overlooked going into the next season, thinking, "Hey, we're we're going to be this good. We're going to be doing this. We're going to run up and down. I did not take into consideration that those yards that Barkley ran, hey, it sacrificed our linemen.
Yeah, it didn't just take a toll on Saquon.
Yeah.
It took a toll on a lot.
So I can admit that, but also I can say that, and then taking away Jeff Stoutland, the only thing that I think Drew can agree with by losing Jeff Stoutland as our offensive line coach is this new guy. Is he a developer when it comes to coaching? Can he develop
offensive line coach?
Yeah.
Who is your new offensive line coach?
Chris Cooper.
Where from where?
He was with
Green
the
Bay.
Vikings. So last year,
the Vikings.
Yeah, he was with the Vikings. So that season that Sam Darnold was doing really well with the Vikings, that's when that offensive line was like at its peak. Like that's when all their linemen were good. They were going through injuries too last year. Yeah. So with Chris Cooper, I don't know if he's a developer of linemen. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know that. It's a question mark.
That's what Jeff Stoutland, that's what cemented him as one of the top offensive line coaches. So that's something I'm curious about going into this season. Is he that kind of guy? Hearing about Willie Lampkin, hearing about Bell, he's clearly doing something that's making these players stand out on the offensive line. So kind of, I felt like I went down a rabbit hole, but
no,
at the end of the day, I will say my question to y'all is, do y'all truly feel like this Eagles offense cannot do well and there's going to be such a huge drop off because A.J. Brown is gone? We all know that. But do you not think that Jalen Hurts can be a quarterback that can get these other wide receivers, can actually like get these other wide receivers to step up or put these other wide receivers in position? As a Cowboys fan, you don't see Jalen Hurts as that type of quarterback?
Go ahead, Angry.
Like I said before, in an RPO type of situation, I worry more about the run than the pass with Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sure, he can get the ball down outside the numbers. That is a threat, that taking the top off. Devontae Smith going out there with them jump balls. Like, I worry about that, but the medium, the intermediate type of throws, the out routes are even in the middle of the field, the typical trope in the middle of the field. I don't really worry about his throwing.
Why is that? Why do you not worry about his throwing?
I'm not saying that he's super bad at throwing or anything like that, or he's a bad quarterback. No, he's not. But that's just not something that I worry about. I don't know if I'd really have to look at his game, but I mean, when he plays against the Cowboys, you can see it as well. So that it's a threat because he's the quarterback. It's the quarterback position. But as far as like,
so you worry more about
I worry about the rush.
His legs than you do his own.
Yeah, I worry about the rush. If Saquon can start clicking, then I worry about the run. But if he has to drop back and pass,
I do think that we like us. I get it. We're Eagles fans, y'all Cowboy fans. I would say spend some time and actually watch a little bit of the highlights from last year. There was a few games that we were running the ball and we weren't getting anything out of it. We won games through Jalen using his arm rather than us relying on Saquon. I would highly recommend that. And hell, you want me to watch something that I'm probably underestimate y'all's team? Let me know. Yeah. But that Rams game, we tried to run the ball the whole first half. Nothing got. It took Jalen to throw the ball for us to actually win that game and get back.
I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let Hoodie and Drew get in on it. One thing about me, I watched the Eagles game. I'm with Angry when he say about the legs, because his legs most definitely can kill us. One thing I do give Jalen Hurts, he has a very accurate deep ball.
Yeah.
He can sling that ball deep. And most of the time when we've been killed, it's been on the deep ball. Whether it was to Devontae Smith or A.J. Brown, he's killed us. And with the tight end across the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that he can't throw the ball, but I'm angry. His legs scare me more than his arm does.
Yeah.
Really?
And
That's
always said,
interesting.
I've always said, if y'all can get y'all run game, if y'all implement that read option back into the thing, and y'all get y'all run game going, and have it to where Saquon is running, and then Jalen Hurts, you don't know if he gonna hand it off and he take off running. That's when y'all use that. When y'all use that, y'all are fucking deadly.
So I do have a question for all three of y'all. Do y'all feel like Jalen Hurts still hasn't hit his ceiling yet? Or we've already seen the best of Jalen Hurts?
That's a good question.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Ingrid.
I don't know. I don't know, because he's not asked to be that. You know, he's not really asked to be the savior. No,
it's not about being
I think
a
this
savior.
is the year for it.
I don't think it's about being a savior. I just think those things that you're saying, like throwing down the middle, just what other issues do you feel like Jalen Hurts has? Like, you don't see him improving in those things. You don't think he'll never improve his quarterback career? Like, that's what I mean. That's what I mean by ceiling.
I'll say this: my brother is a diehard Eagles fan, and I don't really have these kind of talks with just anybody. I talk to him because we have good conversation where we can actually pick each other's teams apart and be able to do it in a respectful manner. Okay, so when I talk to my brother and we talk about Jalen Hurts, he'll be the first to tell you. Like, he'll be the first to tell you. If Jalen is doing his thing, he's going to let you know. He's going to let me know. He's like, well, Jalen Hurts won this game because X, Y, Z. If Jalen ain't doing his thing, he's going to let me know. Jalen needs to do X, Y, Z. Me personally, being so I'm not so in touch with Philadelphia and what they do as far as on the football field. I can't really necessarily answer that question because I don't watch him closely. It's just like the same if somebody asked me if Jackson Dart I don't watch the guy. You know what I'm saying?
So, Hoodie, can I ask you something? And I appreciate you telling me that.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Jalen Hurts and how he's performing as a quarterback, who are you getting your information from? And where are you getting the information?
I don't get my information from anybody because I don't watch them or care about them. Okay, fine. If I'm getting information from anybody, I live in Jersey. I still work in Malvern, Pennsylvania, not too far away from Philadelphia. So you know who I'm around all day, every day. A bunch of fucking Pigeon fans. So that's where I'm getting all my information from. You know what I'm saying? The constant vitriol. Oh, Jalen Hurts is better than blah, 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 and blah, blah. Like, I watch.
So you're sick of just hearing it, but like, that's what I'm saying.
It's not even about being sick of hearing it. It's when you do watch the highlights, you see what he's good at. I'm not going to sit here and fraud. That dude runs. If he runs, it's a problem. So you have to be on your game defensively. You have to be able to key in on him defensively because he is a threat. There is no bones about it. It's just like if this was the AFC East, I guess, with Baltimore, we'd be saying the same thing about Lamar Jackson. The dude's a problem. You got to contain him. If you don't contain him, he'll burn you. Now, if everything is working in his favor, receivers are getting it, and this is any quarterback. If everything's working in your favor, offensive line is holding up, your tight end's getting out into space, your running back's doing what he's doing, and your wide receivers are getting open, any quarterback can be deadly. Look at fucking Sam Darnold. Like, he just
that's kind of where I'm going to. And that's why I said ceiling, because meaning he can develop and get better at these things that y'all are saying that he's not capable of doing. So do y'all see the offense as a threat if he does get better at this going into the season? If he's
not capable of doing was kind of a reach. I mean, I'm not saying that he's not capable of doing. It's just I'm saying that I don't fear him doing this. Like, let's say on play action boot. He's going to pass the ball, but he's still running with his legs. So I'm still like, damn, as a linebacker, do I drop back into coverage or do I wait for him to to break. Like that's the unpredictability of the quarterback while he's on the run or in the RPO. That's what really scares me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but can he get better over time? Like, yes.
But y'all are saying y'all are calling based off how he performed in 2022. Like, I like the Jalen Hurts in 2023. It just got overshadowed a lot by how bad our defense was.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you really sit back and you watch that 2022 season, 2023 season with Jalen Hurts, like he was slinging the ball everywhere. Mind you, yeah, he had AJ Brown. Yeah, he had Devontae Smith. Yeah, he had Dallas Goedert.
If things are working for him.
But he was doing what he was supposed to do as a quarterback. Interceptions went up, all that. The only issue was our defense was terrible. So it really diluted how good he really was that season.
So
our defense was terrible that
Can he get better? Yes. Like I said, I've said this before on other live streams. This is the year. If he can shut everybody up.
Mm-hmm. So you see, he has a ceiling though. He hasn't reached
he can get better. Yeah, he can get better.
Yeah,
he still got more years in the league to play. He can get better.
What is this, year 6, year 7 for him?
Going into year 7.
6 is a starter. 6 is a starter. Yeah,
he's got time. I mean, we've seen some of the greatest quarterbacks ever to play develop over time. You know what I'm saying? We've seen Aaron Rodgers come out gunslinging, and then a better analogy. I want to take this back to the early 2000s. Donovan McNabb was known as a dual threat quarterback. Donovan McNabb, I want to say progressed when he started to work as a pocket passing quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But yet there was still that threat. There was still that threat that he could get out there in space and take off on you. I liken that to Jalen Hurts. If I was to watch your games, that's what I would liken it to. Like, honestly, he has the opportunity to get better. You know what I'm saying? Can he learn how to go through his progressions smoother? You know what I'm saying? Not better, but smoother. You know what I'm saying? Can he diagnose defenses at a high rate? You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he can't. I'm not saying that he can't, because obviously when you throw for over 300 yards in the Super Bowl, when a team that's just going to go cover 0 on you, you're obviously diagnosing really damn well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying he doesn't diagnose, but can he? You know what I'm saying? Like, can he progress in that manner as a pocket passing quarterback? And I'm not going to say it remains to be seen, because we've seen shades of it. We've seen flashes of it. We've seen it. We've seen some flashes. I can only speak on the tangible things that I've seen. I can't speak on the what ifs and how abouts. You know what I'm saying? I've seen certain things. I've seen when he had AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, he was a man among boys. But I've also seen when he just had Devontae Smith, that he wasn't sure of himself, I want to say.
You're saying Jalen Hurts wasn't?
What was that, year 2?
That was 2021, yeah.
So that would be year 2, right? He wasn't 100% sure of himself as a passer, but I mean, Devontae still went over 1,000, but that was it. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't go over 1,000.
He got 900.
He had 900.
We ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Let me hit these super gifts. Goddamn said he sent 5 jewels. Appreciate that, goddamn. Randy with the 10 jewels. Appreciate that, Randy. Appreciate that. Yeah, my guy name. Goddamn.
Goddamn.
That's a crazy name.
Damn. We got some good talk going on, y'all. Go ahead.
But honestly,
Okay.
Breaking news, bang, bang, bang. But I'm not really. Again, like it's no shade. It's just shit. I don't even watch Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Like the only time I cared about Seattle is when we played them yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So it's no shade to no teams. It's just how I rock. I don't worry about Philadelphia, but when we play y'all, now do I pay attention to certain things? Hell yeah. I know who Jalen Carter is. I know who Jordan Davis is. I know who Quinyon Mitchell. I know who these guys are. You know what I'm saying? I know what they have done in the league, sure. But I also know what my guys can do. So I'm not going to compare my offense to your defense or your defense to my or your offense to my defense. It's pointless. It's pointless because I've seen you torch my defense, but I've also seen my defense hold up. You know what I'm saying? Just like I've seen us torch your defense, but I've also seen your defense hold up. You know what I'm saying? That's football.
No, that's football, and we're in the same division, so we can't count our games as a narrative to like that's how we're gonna play the whole season. You get what I'm saying?
Bro, we haven't beat Arizona in 7 years, bro. We haven't for some reason.
I get you, bro. Like I get it.
We ain't beat. I mean, for a while, y'all couldn't beat Tampa Bay.
Hey, we struggle. We struggle with Seattle.
We struggle with Seattle. Yeah,
I definitely get that. But so, I do have another question. So I know, and I'm using this as an example, and I know some people will hate me for it. Troy Aikman, as good of a quarterback that he was in that time, there was other quarterbacks that were better than him.
Of course,
there was other quarterbacks that were better.
Yeah.
Do y'all put Jalen Hurts in that like caliber as he has a team? He has a great team around him. Like, so he's expected to be great in those moments where it's necessary. Like
when it's necessary, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So do y'all put Jalen Hurts and Troy Aikman kind of like in that same category? Because I looked at the stats. The stats are basically identical.
They're the same.
But
you can say that. I mean, Troy Aikman had a team around him. Jalen Hurts has a team around him. There's no getting around that. Brad Johnson had a team around him. Trent Dilfer had a team around him. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's what you need.
But I feel like when y'all say Trent Dilfer, I think that's a little bit disrespectful.
Oh yeah, Brad Johnson too. They didn't make it to multiple Super Bowls. That's disrespect.
But they won one. That's what matters, right?
Yeah, but they were one and done. Jalen's been a multiple.
They won the Super Bowl, but he has
comparing them to Troy Aikman.
I'm saying where Troy Aikman was put. If they did a ranking at that time,
right,
would it be the same type of conversation that people are having about Jalen Hurts?
If you're asking me, right? If you're
like
asking me
right in and out of the 10, in and out of top 10, he might be in the top 10 this year. He might be out next year. Like,
if you're asking
y'all
me
really
right
don't
now,
think that?
if you're asking me right now, back then when Troy Aikman was playing, was there 5 to 10 quarterbacks better than him? Yes, there were. If you're asking me right now, if there's 5 to 10 quarterbacks better than Jalen Hurts, I'm going to have to say yes. Why? Because there's quarterbacks and then there's dual threat quarterbacks. The only dual threat quarterback that Troy Aikman had to deal with was Steve Young, the only one. You know what I'm saying? Until the Donovan McNabbs, the Steve Aaron McNairs, the Dante Culpeppers came into the league. And they came in later. But back then it was more cerebral quarterbacks. Unfortunately for Jalen Hurts, there's Lamar Jackson, who just so happens to be one of the best dual threat quarterbacks in the league. Josh Allen, who's a dual threat quarterback, but he is rather cerebral, turnover machine, but rather cerebral. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a mentality, there's a mentality to these guys. And it's not a knock on Jalen. Jalen just has a certain way that he plays that's conducive to his skill set. And
can I ask this question though?
Bring up Randall Cunningham. He was one back during the Troy Aikman time too.
Can I ask this question?
Yeah, Randall Cunningham.
And this is for everybody. This is for everybody. Like Jalen hasn't had a consistent offensive coordinator since he was in Oklahoma, right? And so when you have a quarterback that's afforded an OC for multiple years to work in the system, to grow in that system, typically a rookie quarterback doesn't really hit their stride until what? Year 4, year 5. So here Jalen's going into year 6 as a starter. Never had a consistent offensive coordinator. I think he had Sean Steichen like 2 years, right? So isn't there some type of cerebralness that a quarterback has to have in order to be able to function under a new OC, learn new play calling, learn just a whole new system, and still yet have the success that Jalen has had? There has to be some credibility, or there has to be some credit that he has to take with him having some type of cerebralness as a quarterback to function like that, because I don't know if any other quarter has ever functioned like that or can. I don't think we've ever seen that before. And for Jalen to the last 6 years never missed the playoffs, been to 2 Super Bowls. I mean, that has to speak something to his intelligence as a quarterback. I mean, tell me, am I wrong?
Your team, that's to speak something to your team continuity. That's what that speaks to. Okay.
So Jalen doesn't get any credit for that.
Why do I have to give Jalen Hurts credit for a team accomplishment?
I'm just asking. You don't have to give him anything. I'm just asking.
So I'm answering your question. I'm not giving him credit. I'm giving your front office credit because of the continuity of the team. They put everything around him for him to succeed. That's how quarterbacks actually succeed in this world. You don't believe me? Ask Tom Brady. I don't think Tom Brady had the same offensive coordinator every year, and he played 20 years. You know what I'm saying? But he was constantly winning because.
But he had the same offensive coordinator for a while.
For a while. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
that's fine.
For a while. I think what Drew's trying to say is like that constant change happening every season. I think that's mainly the point that Drew is trying to get across. Like when you're trying to develop somebody, it doesn't just take one season.
No, it doesn't.
It can take up to 2 to 3 seasons, and you need that. You need that continuity with that person and to build that trust. So
I'll say this, but not as a slight or being disrespectful. Stop being so damn successful. Then, if you want them to actually build with somebody, stop being so damn successful, because then teams won't want your guys.
You would like that though, wouldn't you?
I don't really care whether you do or you don't.
I will fucking love it.
I don't really care whether you do or you don't. But if you're asking me, should I give him credit for every year still being in the playoffs with a different coordinator, and every year you're quote unquote successful, and somebody comes and poach your guys? Well, stop being so damn successful.
Every year wasn't a success. There were a couple years where we fired some guys, like last year and 2 years ago. You know, it wasn't all success. There were guys that we fired because they weren't cutting it.
But the thing is, we're still getting to the playoffs, though.
Yeah.
That goes with y'all being successful. It ain't just the coaches.
I think it's the collective of everybody, bro. You can't just say the coaches. You can't just use Howie. You can't just use Nick. And you can't just use single players. It takes the whole team.
Howie has built. He knows how to go get players. He knows how to run the team.
That's a scouting team. Even when you put Howie in it, that's a scouting team.
I mean, it's a scouting team, but Howie is the one that goes to get these players. He's the one sitting there negotiating, picking out. Okay, the scouting team take it to him. Hey, we can use this player. Or this is what we need. He go get those players. That's one thing I can say when it comes to the Eagles that I'm very envious of, is that y'all have that GM that goes to get those players to build around whatever you need. Whatever you need. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's defense or offense. He brings those players in for y'all. I'm not talking about the draft. I'm speaking about free agency. Y'all are some go-getters. The Rams tried to take they took a page out of your book. Out y'all book. So I mean, we'll see how that goes. But I love it. I'm all for if those picks. I'm all for go get your players if you need it.
And as far as Jalen Hurts, we'll know more answers throughout the season.
Exactly.
You know, because he's going to be
agree with that.
Because he's going to be placed. He's going to be placed in the situation that he really hasn't found himself in, and that's wide receiver by committee. I mean, he might have done it his rookie season, but we'll see how the wide receiver by committee goes for the 2026 season, or if y'all will in fact need to bring somebody to pair with him. I'm not saying that he can't be a one, but if you don't have anybody else that may pose that type of a threat, then they're just gonna double him, you know, and say beat us with your other guy. Like, who is the other guys? But except Hollywood Brown, I know him.
So Tavion Wicks.
Yeah.
You got Lemon.
They got good pieces. They got good pieces.
Yeah.
They got
Green
good
Bay.
pieces. I like Green Bay.
Wicks from Green Bay.
Yeah.
You got Elijah Moore. Yeah. Darius Cooper is somebody that's coming out of nowhere. Like Darius Cooper is going to be an undrafted free agent if he comes in. I think Darius Cooper and Hollywood Brown are kind of competing for that position right now. That's the vibe that I'm getting. For them to only play Darius Cooper for a short amount of time this preseason, that kind of lets you know like they kind of solidified him.
So question, so Makai Lemon is y'all too, right?
No, and that's something I think we as Eagles fans, we gotta all talk about. I don't think it's working.
I don't think he's.
So when you say the two are competing for which wide receiver position are they?
I'm just talking about for a roster spot.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I'm just
for the spot.
Yeah, just a spot in general.
Do you think Hollywood Brown is competing for a roster spot?
With Darius Cooper, yes.
Yeah, with Cooper's balling out, man. Yeah, Darius Cooper's that guy.
Yeah. Hollywood Brown ain't no slouch though.
I agree with you. I really do agree with you, Hoodie. But the way that he's performing at camp right now, he's not standing out like Darius.
That matters. It matters.
Yeah.
I'm not
like
going to say
Elijah. Actually, I take that back. I think it'll probably be Elijah Moore and Hollywood Brown because Elijah Moore has been showing out at camp too.
Yeah, Elijah Moore has
been. He has been. Yeah, the only person you can get a negative about when it comes to just being a receiver and not even just a wide receiver, a tight end, is Eli Stowers. That's the only.
He's your tight end.
Yeah, he's our tight end, but we're gonna be utilizing our. And that's why I said it's not going to be a wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2.
It's not going to. Yeah,
they're gonna have them all over the place. Like
it's going to be a committee.
Yeah, it's going to be all over. But I can't sit up there and say this person's going to be here or the X or the Y. Like I can't.
Right.
Yeah. So
that's what I was. I was just trying to see. I was just asking.
Yeah, I think for what's that?
No, go ahead, Warren. No, go ahead, Warren.
No, I was just going to say just for a roster position. I think that Darius Cooper is making it very tough for this Eagles front office. Who's going to be how many wide receivers they're going to keep. They might try something and let Lemon be injured just so they can bring in another wide receiver. Like list him as injured, but can possibly come in just so they can do that. So we know
how we do.
So Devontae Smith is one. We already that's
we can say he's one.
You can say he's one, yeah.
So and the other ones it's a toss up on who's going to be 2 and 3, 4, 5 on down the road. Okay.
Yeah.
If you look at the model that Green Bay used, like when was the last time they had a number one receiver?
They had a one. I don't even
That's
think
what I'm saying.
One. I think Romeo Dobbs was their one, their de facto one, but mainly because Christian Watson was out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he's been up and down.
So if you look at that model, that's kind of what the Eagles model is. There's really no number one. It's just a collective group of receivers. Whoever's open is going to get hit, and that's up to Jalen. So I think that
I get more touches too.
Exactly,
and I get more touches again.
Facts.
So,
and I think that's a great opportunity for Jalen, so he doesn't have to worry about forcing the ball to one person. You know, so like whoever's open, you get the rock, and nobody on our team is going to cry about it.
Yeah, and to kind of add to it, when they double teamed AJ Brown, they gave it to Devontae Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are saying now if they double team Devontae Smith, it's not just a one wide receiver that's an option. You probably got 2 other people.
You got a bevy of wide receivers. You got a tight end. You got a running back out of the backfield.
Yeah. So
we all know how the game of football works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying it takes away the predictability we did have these last 2 seasons. It takes that.
Allow me to say something about the intermediate pass real quick. You know, we know that intermediate passes go to who? You know, slot corners and who else? Tight ends. Right? So last year,
running backs,
Dallas, that too. Dallas Goedert had double-digit touchdowns. How? Because of the intermediate passes that he got from Jalen. So Dallas Goedert had one of his better years last year. So, you know, when you say he can't throw the intermediate pass, I'd have to call cap on that.
Okay.
No, we never did say that.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying there's a misnomer out there that Jalen can't throw intermediate passes.
There's a difference.
He can't throw it in the middle, which is
okay.
not true. He doesn't throw as much, but he can do it.
That's the difference. An intermediate pass doesn't necessarily mean it has to go across the middle. An intermediate pass is 5 and out. 10 and out. You know what I'm saying? 7. You know what I'm saying? Those are intermediate passes. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's going across the middle. You know what I'm saying? Now, Have we seen Jalen Hurts throw across the middle? Yes. Have we seen Jalen Hurts struggle going across the middle as well? Yes. He's been successful and he struggled a bit. There isn't a quarterback in the league.
When did you see him struggle?
Hold on. There wasn't a quarterback in the league that. When did we see him struggle? In the playoff game last year, going across the middle. Okay, so we're not going to do that.
Well,
now,
was that because of drops? Because just like you guys said, CD Lamb dropped the ball. I had a receiver that dropped
the ball. Well, when I said something about CD Lamb dropping the ball,
no, what I'm saying is, you use CD as a secular, and I'm telling you, we had passes drop by that. That's not on the cornerback. We had Smitty drop a ball. We had AJ drop 2 balls. So we don't get to use the same,
I agree with you on that, Drew, because on the drops, I don't put the drops on my quarterback. So
you can't put it on the quarterback.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
But you're giving the credit to your defense. You're giving the credit to your defense when I say CD Lamb dropped 4 balls against the Eagles.
Here's why I give the credit. Here's why I give the credit to the defense.
No, you can't,
because you have the best kicker. Push, you have the best kicker in the NFL who can kick balls 60 yards. Push, listen, hear me out. You have the best kicker in the league, and you mean to tell me your high-powered offense couldn't get your field goal kicker in position to kick a field goal?
He's talking about
that was the problem. I think that was the problem.
That's what I'm saying. So the second half of that first game, we shut you out. You mean to tell me, yeah, I know he dropped a couple balls, but you couldn't get to the 40-yard line, so your field goal kicker could kick a 60-yard or a 55-yarder with ease?
So is that why you put it on your defense? That's why you get your defense credit?
I put it on my defense and your offense.
That's what Hoodie was asking.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm saying. I'm doing both. I put it on both. My defense stopped
literally what I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying, Kush. What I'm saying is your offense is so high powered, you couldn't get your high powered offense.
We're not talking about my offense.
That's what I'm saying.
The conversation was not about my offense.
Now he asked the question about the drops. I'm asking the question. Giving the credit to your defense.
They did it the second game we met. I tell you that much.
Yes.
The conversation was about intermediate passing, the disparity between intermediate passing and throwing.
No, I got that. I was just bringing out a point.
You said when was Jalen Hurts unsuccessful throwing across the middle? I can count 2 games: the Chargers game and that playoff game against the San Francisco 49ers. Warren, am I wrong?
Yeah, those are 2 games he did not have his best games, but
there we go. So,
it is the passing. It is on AJ Brown.
We've seen it happen. AJ Brown 2023 was a slant god. Guess where that ball goes? Across the middle, because it's a slant. He was a slant god. So I've seen him be successful going across the middle. But I'm telling you, I've also seen him be unsuccessful going across the middle.
But you can say that about every quarterback, though, Hoodie.
You can. You can.
Hey, man,
there you go.
I love it that for someone that doesn't watch the Eagles, you know a hell of a lot about the Eagles.
Want me to tell you why? Because we play y'all twice a year. Those are the only times I care about you. Those were the times when AJ was at his best going across the middle.
The Chargers and the 49ers.
Y'all played the Monday night game. That's the only game to watch.
Wait, how did you know about the Chargers?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't watch this, but you saw the Chargers game. You saw the 49ers game.
Was it because he fumbled?
I'm about to tell you how I know about the Chargers game. I believe it was a Thursday night game. Am I right?
Yeah, it was Thursday night.
It was a Thursday night game. That's what I do for a living. I work 2 to 10:30 at night. I work with Eagles fans. Eagles fans had the game on. Yo, Mike, watch the game? Not really. I kind of want to chill. Nah, just come watch the game. We watch the game with you because they do come over and watch my games. I sit in my little area. They sit in their little area. They'll come over and watch my games. Yeah. And on the off chance, I'm like,
dude, just say you watch the games.
Just say you watch the games, man. Come on.
I watched that game.
Yeah, it's all good,
in that game, I saw your quarterback struggle across the middle.
So but that was one game. You go. There's 17 games in the season. So you choosing those 2?
You're pushing.
We gonna see you this year. We gonna see you this year.
I agree with you. I think. I agree. If we get a 2023 Jalen Hurts, y'all there's trouble. That's it. That's all I gotta say. If
Y'all-
we get a
y'all- the league is in
2023 Jalen
trouble.
I'm
Hurts,
looking
there's
forward
gonna
to
be
it.
Disagree with
I'm
you.
looking forward to it.
I can't
Y'all is
disagree
trouble,
with
man.
you.
I'm not even
You know
going to
what I'm saying?
disagree. I'm
He was
looking
throwing
forward
down
to
the
it.
middle, the
I'm
deep
looking
ball was
forward to
working,
it.
everything.
I'm looking forward to it.
If y'all able to
I'm
get
looking
that
forward to
that run game going,
No,
and
2023, not 2022.
I'm
2023
looking
was
forward
the
to it.
highest when he had the highest passing yards. That was the game.
I'm
His
looking
passing
forward to
yards
it.
were at his best.
how many yards did Saquon have?
3,900 yards.
Huh?
How many yards did
3,900
Saquon have?
yards.
Saquon was
We didn't have
Oh,
Saquon. We had
Saquon
Miles.
was
We had
Saquon.
DeAndre
We-
Swift.
Yeah, Swift.
Yeah.
Then y'all,
Yeah.
what were y'all ranked in y'all in rushing?
Ooh,
I think it was
we
top
were.
5. It was top
I want to
5.
say we're like the middle of the pack. We weren't top 5.
I
If
thought it
somebody
was
can
top
look it up.
5.
If it was top 5, that goes back to
You're
what I'm
trying
saying.
hard, man.
I don't.
If you
I
can
don't
run
think
the-
it's top
real
5
hard
from
No, I
Run
could
the
be wrong.
ball.
I could be
Seem
wrong.
like they're gods. He's trying
I
real
can
hard.
admit when I'm wrong, Hoodie.
I think
And I
DeAndre.
just
I think
admitted when I was wrong.
DeAndre
What are we
Swift was in the
talking
top
about?
5 in
Cut it
rushing
out.
that
Cut it
that
out.
season with y'all.
Cut it out, man.
I think he was
What
in
year
top
was
5
that?
in rushing against y'all.
I'm looking it up right now.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. If y'all was in top 5 in rushing, that's what I'm saying. You get back to that rushing game, that's when everything becomes deadly when it comes to the Eagles offense.
But that's a lot of teams. Like you can say that about the Bills, bro. The Bills
say
weren't
that
winning
about
the game
Dallas.
unless
The Bills ain't in the
unless what's
NFC
his name
East.
was getting over 60 rushing yards.
The Bills
Like,
ain't in the NFC East.
They not. But I'm just saying,
I'm speaking
like,
about y'all. This
but
is
I'm
what
saying
scares me
that's
about
most
y'all's
teams, though.
offense.
That's most
But I'm
teams.
saying, but this is what scares me about y'all's offense because I
Mhm.
know what Jada can do if you got a rushing attack. I know. Yeah, he probably be throwing it all over the goddamn field.
Drew
I've seen
real
it.
hard.
We were ranked
Trying
8th.
real hard.
We
I
were
see
ranked
that
8th
sweat
on,
on,
we were
on
top 10.
rushing offense.
I
Yeah,
see that
we were ranked
sweat.
8th.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, even the year we went to the Super Bowl the first time and lost to the Chiefs, we had what was it? Miles, what was his name? The guy you could run it
Miles
back.
Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
You know, and we had a top rushing offense then too.
Yeah.
So, when the Eagles rush the football, it does open up. So it's a recipe for success. You have the Eagles have a top 5, I would say top 3 defense, and then if you have a top 10 offense where you run the football, the Eagles are
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let y'all
No,
talk.
I do
We say the
want to add
same
this
thing
though. I
about
just
Dak.
looked it up.
We say the same thing about that.
It wasn't even top 10.
Yeah,
So-
I agree.
again.
If you guys
Run
ran the
that back.
football,
Run
but
that-
y'all throw
Run
too
that
much.
back, sir. Run that back, Angry. What you just say?
Huh? Yeah.
What you just say? Oh, I heard you. What'd you just say?
Oh, you heard?
Who, me?
Oh, I heard you. Oh, you know I heard you.
I don't have a.
Oh.
I don't have a
No,
problem
not
saying
you,
it.
Eagle. Not you, Drew.
No,
You talking about
no,
Angry.
it
You
was-
talking about
we was talking about
Drew.
Jalen Hurts had top quarterback passing yards in 2023.
No, not top. But I'm saying that was his best season.
Oh, that was his best season.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
that was his
Best
best
season
season.
in
We
fact.
didn't say
No,
yeah.
I'm not. No, I'm not doing all that. But
Okay.
I will
thought
say
he-
this though: the Eagles were 16th in pass defense that 2023 season. So kind of like what y'all say about y'all's defense. If we can just get in the 20, or if we can just get here,
top 15.
yeah. Hey, if we can just get
Who said
in,
top 15? We said
Yeah.
middle of the pack.
yeah, like if we can at least
They
get.
talking about
I'm
when they
happy.
say top 15, Angry, they ain't talking about you. They
That's
talking about me.
That's
They talking about
boy.
me.
Top 10.
Oh,
Yeah,
They
see,
talking about me.
that's
I don't
your
say
boy
that like
right
that.
there. That's your boy.
I'm going to
Yeah, they
die
talking
on this
about me.
hill.
But that's the
Nah,
same thing y'all are
you
saying
get my
though. If we
defense from
keep the run
18 to
game the
24, I'm
same,
good.
and if our pass game can at least get in between that 10 and 20,
Mhm.
we can be dangerous. Just
Yeah,
same
just
thing
like
with
you
y'all.
see.
Same
I'm
thing
gonna
y'all are
say that,
saying. We all in the
Everybody
same
can say that
boat, bro.
wrong.
It's just
We all
different.
in the same boat, bro.
I
Yeah.
think this NFC East is
Yeah.
going to be very competitive. Getting back to where we used to be, I think it's going to be very competitive.
Well, I blame y'all for making the Commanders get this hype about themselves.
I
They
didn't.
had
No,
to
no,
play.
no,
How you
no, no.
blame us?
I didn't
know
say
we
nothing
do.
about the Commanders.
No, I'm saying that because we have to deal with Commanders fans now. It's supposed
Yeah.
to be
That's
supposed to
on
be the
y'all.
Cowboys.
Y'all did
y'all.
that. No,
Yeah, that's on
y'all
Why y'all let the
did that.
Commanders
y'all.
sneak up like that?
How do we do that?
Because y'all got the
Okay.
first game of the season, so y'all the target.
Don't put that
always
evil
the
on me,
target.
Ricky Bobby. Don't put that evil on
We
me.
always the
The
target.
Washington Commanders is a product of y'all. Cut that out.
I'm one of the
I'm
ones that
saying
think the
it's
Giants are
supposed to
gonna
be
better
it's
than the
supposed to be
Commanders.
Eagles and Cowboys.
Yeah,
Y'all let
week
the
one.
Commanders
No.
sneak up,
It's
and we
supposed to
had
be
to play
Eagles and
them
Giants.
in the NFC
You talking about the
Championship.
NFC Championship?
And ever since that happened,
Yeah,
now
that's
we
your
deal
fault.
with Commander fans.
Not our fault.
Yep,
Y'all shouldn't
did
let
that.
that happen. Y'all not
Yeah.
supposed to let that happen.
Y'all
You
dropped the
ain't putting
ball
you
on
ain't
that,
putting
man. Come
y'all
on.
ain't putting the evil on me. Y'all not putting that evil on me.
I'm not even
It's
true,
responding.
though.
I have no
Y'all had
Y'all keep that
response.
to yourselves.
Hey,
Y'all
have
keep
no
that to
response.
yourselves.
How epic would that have been, Kush? Eagles and Dallas?
That would have been the
NFC
number one watch
Championship?
playoff game.
That'd have been
Ever.
dude, that'd have been dope.
Ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
We'd have beat
yes,
the
Willie.
barbecue out of y'all, but yeah, that'd have been dope.
Yes,
And then that
Willie.
happened.
The Cowboys
happened.
have signed Von Miller.
I guess he doesn't remember that we ain't the Commanders. I'm sorry, we ain't the Commanders, bro.
That year, y'all definitely weren't.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
we
they
were
talking
not
about
the
when they
Commanders,
made
bro.
it to the NFC
And plus-
Championship. So
yeah.
And plus
They
the
made it to a chip.
what
They
was
made
it?
it to an
It was
NFC
the
championship.
Barbecue sauce out of
They
Dallas.
still
what it
ain't
was
win
the
shit.
last game of the last game of the year last year where the Commanders beat y'all. You know, y'all wasn't
second-
playing for anything.
Yeah.
And so that's probably what they going off. Well, oh, we beat you. Like, man, it was week 18. Stop it.
from what I
I'm
heard,
saying, ever
Commanders-
since they got Jaden Daniels,
What-
bro. Ever since
what-
Jaden Daniels, they've been coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they on
They
y'all
feeling
ass.
So,
They got
themselves.
the
I'm
hand
gonna
up.
tell y'all what I've heard from
Y'all supposed
Commanders
to calm
fans
them down.
dealing
Y'all
with
supposed to
y'all.
calm them down.
This is what I've heard from Commanders fans dealing with the Eagles. Now push the Cowboy shit aside because y'all know the beef that we have. So they said that since y'all finally won a Super Bowl, y'all have become arrogant. Now I've heard this from certain Commanders fans
Mm-hmm.
that y'all become arrogant since y'all won the Super Bowl, and it took y'all down there 40 years to get one. Is what I've heard. Now that's not coming from me. That's coming from Commanders fans. I ain't gonna call the name,
Stop
but
it.
that's coming from Commanders fans.
Stop it.
I'm just saying. I ain't speaking about that one you thinking about, Drew.
I can see where they're getting it from, though. I can see where they're getting it from.
Yeah, got one
I
right
can
here.
Hey,
see
you want to speak to this one? You want to speak to it?
No,
I-
go ahead, Mr. Eric.
you know what?
People through. Speak on.
I think when it comes to people saying that about Eagles fans, I'll be honest. You're the vet when it comes to the Eagles, Drew. Just because I've only seen the Eagles win.
Right.
I've only seen the Eagles in success. I haven't seen them fall off, or I haven't seen like multiple losing seasons. I haven't seen that. So I'm gonna hand it to you, Drew.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say this. My son is about Warren's age, and all he knows is winning. That's all he knows. You know what I mean? So when I speak to, if you ask him a question about the other teams in the division, he chuckles, he laughs. He doesn't really take you guys serious. So I would say, yes, we are arrogant, right? Because you have to blame it on our ownership for putting us in positions to where, we have a supreme confidence of, that our team is going to be put in positions to win. And it's been like that for the last 30 years. So, I mean, don't blame us.
Been like that.
It's just like, that's just how it is,
Putting positions to win
especially
over
within the last
30
10 years, we've been carrying this division. We really have. And it's like, and I'll say this, and I'll let you have it. I'm older than way older than Warren. And I remember in the 90s, and I've said this in one of my shorts, that you guys were arrogant. We're just a carbon copy of what you were. That's it. I don't see why you guys can get mad at us, because we're just being like you. And the only thing I can say to that is, it's not fun when the rabbit has the gun. So the rabbit has the gun now, and he's pointing it at you. And I'm saying, yes, I am arrogant. And until we fall off, we'll remain arrogant because we win. I mean, I'm not gonna.
That just makes the fall even sweeter, bro.
Because it's social media. That's all it is. It just magnified because there's social
That's
media.
what I'm saying. You know, the fall. You looking for the fall. You know, I want you to come
I
up.
don't care
I
about
want
the
y'all
fall.
to. I want y'all to come
Sure,
up.
you do.
I want you to come up to the standard.
You
No,
do.
you don't. No, you
Come
don't.
on,
No, you
That
don't.
for
No, you
real.
don't. Now
Like,
you lying.
stop that
You
bullshit.
lying,
It sound
Drew. You
good.
don't
Come
want
up to the
Cowboy.
standards. Come
Eagles Drew,
up.
It sound good, bro.
Eagles Drew,
Come up.
what you just did was lament that you've already come up to our standards. Welcome. It's nice to have you.
Wait, what
You're still at the
standards?
kiddie table. Enjoy
So you
your
mean
ice cream.
so 14, 19, and 1 is your standard? Because that's what you guys been the last 2
5
years.
Super Bowls is our standard.
No, 4 playoff games in 30 years
5
is your
Super Bowls
standard.
is our standard.
That's not your standard.
5 Super Bowls is our standard.
That's not your
Because
standard.
I
You know what?
question,
for 53
Go ahead,
years,
Warren.
losing was
How
your
is that-
standard.
How many-
how's that
But it's
a
not
standard?
now.
You
But
just
it's not
lamented.
now. But it's not
You
now.
just, it's not
need to go
now.
by for y'all to? How many years need to go by for y'all to say I don't care about those Super Bowls anymore?
Thank
Honestly, I
you.
don't. Honestly, I
The
don't.
same amount of
Hey,
years
hey,
it took
hey,
you
hey,
guys.
question,
Before
I
y'all,
wanna
The
move
before
same,
y'all
amount of
answer,
the same amount of years it took Eagles fans. Come on now.
So we gotta take
It
that
ain't like
long?
y'all ain't never had a
before
drop
y'all-
before.
before y'all continue, let me read
But
Rob
remember,
Hayes'
I told you all
super
I've
chat.
seen is winning.
Hey, we got super
Let
chat.
me
We
read
got
Rob
super
Hayes'
chat.
super chat. He said, "Cause you're right. You're not the Commanders. They've been to the NFC Championship game this century." Wait a minute. You gotta-
100%, Rob. Hey,
That's a
Philly.
body.
There goes with
100%.
super chat.
That's a body.
Rob Bay
100%.
with the $9.99 super chat. Great show, fam. Love y'all.
Yeah. Shout out to
Appreciate that, Rob Bay.
Appreciate
Love
that,
you too,
bro.
my guy.
That NFC
That's the beauty
championship
about this.
shit, that shit's gonna disappear as soon as the Cowboys hit the NFC championship and lose.
Yep.
Then
Win.
people will be like, "Oh, y'all ain't
Yep.
made it to a Super Bowl yet."
But,
Like,
but win.
All right, where's
win.
the goalpost?
Because we know
Win.
how
The goalposts.
goalposts move.
But
We understand.
but see,
that.
here's
We
the issue
understand
with
how
you guys. Here's the
goalposts
problem, and here's where we get
Don't
our
say you
arrogance
guys.
from, right?
Don't say you guys.
Hold on, hoodie.
Don't
This
say
is
you
where
guys.
we get our arrogance from, right? We have a front office that would never put up, and a fan base that would never put up with the stuff that Dallas Cowboy fans deal with. Like,
That's
there's
a lie.
no way we
It's
would
been
have a
57
quarterback still on our team that's 2-5 in the playoffs in 11 years. And you guys make excuses for him. I guarantee you'll make an excuse for him. 2-5 in the playoffs is unacceptable. We would never put up with that. We kicked Donovan McNabb's Campbell soup drinking behind out of there because he couldn't get it done, right? So that's how we roll. We don't make excuses for losing quarterbacks after 11 years. You're the least accomplished quarterback in the division, but you guys will pump him up because he made the list number 6 on the top 20
And
or
y'all
100
get
or
mad
whatever it
because
is.
your guy who won a
That's
Super
why
Bowl
we're
is
arrogant.
at number 17.
But
Like,
I think we
y'all
talked about
start
this a little
throwing
bit though, Angry. On the other
What?
show, we talked about it a little bit. We were kind of like talking about that.
Fuck out of here.
Momo with the $5 super chat said, "Put some respect on my team, hoodie." On the
Hell
hood
no.
shit.
Hell no. I
At
will
least they
never.
made it to the NFC Championship game,
I
though.
don't give they ain't one shit. One shit.
But what has Dak done?
They haven't won. I don't
85 has
care
done
what
more
Dak
than
has
Dak in
done.
1 year
That
than
means
Dak
nothing
has done
to
in
me.
5.
That
I mean,
means
11.
nothing to me. That means nothing.
I know
This guy did more than this one.
And you
This
just
guy
proved
did more
that's
than
your
this one.
standard.
This guy did more than this one. But
Ladies
you're
and gentlemen,
disrespected when I use Trent Dilfer as a catalyst for your guy. You know what I mean?
This is the
He's Trent
standard.
Dilfer.
This
He's
is the
Trent
standard,
Dilfer.
ladies and gentlemen. He just said that
Like,
doesn't mean
he's Trent
anything to
Dilfer.
him. That's the standard.
So
It ain't 5 Super Bowls.
we've been on.
It's that you don't care.
We've
That's
been
the
on.
standard, ladies and
We've been
gentlemen.
on 2 hours. I got one final question before
You're trying real hard
before we get off this.
real hard
I
over
got
there.
one final
Get that question out, Lloyd.
before we end this. One final question for the panel. All right. Are the Eagles still the standard of the NFC East?
You said standard?
Yeah.
Go ahead, let them go. You
Yeah.
you go good, Andy.
No.
We can see.
No. No.
One Eagle,
No,
one
sir.
Eagle, then Cowboy, then one Eagle, then Cowboy. That's how we're gonna do it.
Come on,
No.
man. You can't
no.
make this up.
You
No.
say what you say, Hoodie?
No.
Why?
Explain why.
They
Explain
Can I
stopped
hear
being the
why?
standard. They
Yeah.
stopped being the standard when they didn't go to a Super Bowl. They are not the standard. They are not the standard. Right now, the standard is Seattle. That is the standard. Is it not?
Of the
He's
NFC
in the
East.
division.
Of the NFC
in the
East.
division.
No. No.
And why not?
Come on, man. Come
Because I
on,
don't
man.
feel
What are
like
we
they are.
doing here?
I just don't
What
feel
are we
like you are.
doing?
I don't think that you are the standard.
We know.
I really don't. I don't think
You
that
know.
you're the standard.
Drew, give me a rebuttal because I know you don't agree, but give me a rebuttal.
Listen,
God damn.
Stevie Wonder can see that the Eagles are the standard in the NFC East. We have been the standard for the last 30 years. So listen, let's not kid ourselves. The last team to win back-to-back NFC East titles was the Eagles back in the early 2000s, and my quarterback just did it again. Again. So the Eagles are the standard. If we weren't the standard, you wouldn't have went after Christian Parker, someone on our staff that you're hoping to bring that standard success to your team.
That's
So,
not no.
yes,
No, you
we
can't
are.
use
Hold on, Lloyd. Hold on, Lloyd. Before you go,
What
that's
are
funny.
we talking about
No,
here?
no. That's
What
funny.
are we
you say
talking
that.
about here?
That's funny. That's funny. You say that. Why did you go to New
Absolutely,
York?
it's the
Why did you go to New York?
truth.
Why did you go to New York to get Saquon Barkley?
Why do we?
To get a running back that was
That's
like that was a
But-
high
it's
risk.
generational.
That was a low risk, high reward.
but-
That's
It's
why.
he's a
But
generational
the standard.
player.
Why did you go? why
Saquon
did you
Barkley
go to
was
the
a low
Chargers
risk,
and pluck-
high reward,
Why did
bro.
you go to the
Wait,
Chargers
but-
and pluck an offensive coordinator from
So
them?
wait a minute,
I mean,
Hoodie. So did we not make it to the Super Bowl without Saquon Barkley? Did we not win a Super Bowl without
Yeah.
Saquon?
Yeah.
Well,
y'all
what
went
are you
to the Super
talking
Bowl-
about, bro?
you went
What
to
are you
the Super
talking
Bowl
about?
with a guy you picked up from somewhere else? 100%.
Why did you go
100%.
get Christian Parker?
No, but hold on, Hoodie.
100%.
Who is the standard in the NFC East?
I don't think there is a standard in the NFC East. It's
Stop
about
the
to be
cap.
made.
Stop the
I don't
cap.
think there is a standard in the NFC East. It's about to be made.
So it discredits the whole question then.
100%.
I
you
think,
killed the whole question, bro.
the whole thing, because Eagles Drew, you said something like, why did you go get Christian Parker? I don't believe the Dallas Cowboys were sitting and it was like, the Eagles are the standard. Let's go get somebody from their defense. You know,
No.
they thought about Vic Fangio.
What?
What?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm listening.
You know, they think about Vic Fangio and his disciples. I mean, it's not like they just went right to the Eagles and was like, bam. And just because we get a coach doesn't mean that we want to be like the Eagles, because that's a narrative that I've heard. I've even heard you say that, Drew. Like, we're not trying to be like the Eagles. You got talented staff. That's just, I guess, like trading for Saquon Barkley. What, y'all want to be like the Giants, or getting Kellen Moore from the Chargers? Or we want to be like, no, y'all saw a good coordinator, you got him. So I think with this whole standard thing, your organization as a whole,
let's start for validation.
it's a great example. Yes, it's.
But why did you guys go get Quinnen Williams? Why did you go get Quinnen Williams?
He didn't come from y'all.
Because we could say
That's
that.
not. Whoa.
Because we could say that a dope defensive tackle can win you a Super Bowl because it worked for Kansas City first. Chris Jones.
So when we say that about,
we don't look straight at the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, you guys got good defensive tackles, but it's not like they're over there, you know, checking off their roster, saying like, "What do the Eagles have? Oh, well, we got to get this." What, like
Leonard Williams?
No, I
think
think
that
like,
disingenuous.
I don't want to cut you off, Angry. But I like, are you still going? I was just gonna kind of add.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I cut you off. My apologies, man.
Yeah, I wasn't able to land my plane anyway.
My bad.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead,
Say
Angry.
what you gotta say.
Yeah,
Nah,
go ahead, baby.
it's gone now.
I'm sorry, man.
Go
My
ahead,
apologies.
Warren.
My
No,
apologies.
but one thing I was gonna say, and I think everybody on here can agree, the Eagles have developed the players that they've had in the last 7 to 8 years. They've developed players.
Yep.
Like they develop players, and the fact that we've developed players that have been 4th, 5th round picks, even deeper than that, we've been able to keep a standard and an expectation of we bring players in, we develop them, we keep them, we let some walk, and that's just how we keep moving. I think that's a standard that you uphold. And I feel like to keep that standard, you have to have coaches in place like a Vic Fangio, like a Christian Parker, and y'all see that we are doing that, and you say, hey, we don't want to be like the Eagles, but they're doing something over there to where they're developing players, and they're not having to go after big names. They can bring in somebody and get them to develop and bring them where they need to be, So let's bring in Christian Parker because he's had a taste of that and he can bring that to what we're doing. I feel like bringing Christian Parker over for y'all is not so y'all's defense can just be dominant off the bat, but so y'all can keep developing players and keep that same rotation going year after year after year. That's what I think y'all picked him up for. He was an investment for y'all. He wasn't just a, hey, let's win now. It's an investment, and it's going to take a minute. That's
go ahead,
that's
Angry, because you said you want to say something.
Yeah, go ahead, Angry. Go ahead, Angry.
No, yeah. It's definitely from the success that he has had in Philadelphia, but it also goes to the success in Denver. You know, the people that he's worked with. He just so happens to be under Vic Fangio, and he has worked with Vic Fangio over the years. So yeah, we're gonna poach him. But like I said, there's a sense of arrogance when it's being said like y'all want to be like us, and it's kind of a copycat league. You know what I'm saying? So it's like not trying to be like, we're trying to be winners. So you could say we're trying to be like Seattle, trying to put together a team that can actually get to the Super Bowl and get it. Yes, y'all happen to do that 2024, but that doesn't mean that you're top dog still. And if we were trying to be like y'all, it would be like you did last year, the wild card exit. We want more than that.
I'll say this.
Right. But the question was the NFC East.
I'll say this.
Yeah, it was the NFC East.
I'll say this. We are not trying to be like you. We don't want to be like you. We want our own standard, our own brand. Okay. Bringing in Christian Parker from Vic Fangio, not from Philadelphia, because everywhere Vic has gone, from Miami to Denver, now to Philadelphia, there's only one dude that he's called on. Only one, Christian Parker. If you don't believe me, go look it up yourself. Okay? Everywhere that Vic has gone, from Minnesota, from Denver to Miami, even when he was in Green Bay, when Christian Parker was in Green Bay with Marcus Dixon. You know what I'm saying? See, that's something you didn't know. This was well before the Eagles. It has nothing to do with the Eagles. It has everything to do with his track record. Everything to do with his track record. This has nothing to do with Philadelphia. That's where I have the issue. And honestly, it's really not an issue because we're going to get whoever we want to get to coach our team. Now, if y'all feel as though it's reminiscent to y'all, then I encourage you to feel that way. Me personally, if you're asking me, Hoodie Kush, I don't give a damn about how you think of the guys that we got or how we got them. All I know is we got a coach. We got a coach who's bringing in a good system and is working for what we see right now. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't. Y'all don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But like you said, you have supreme confidence that you guys can be this and that. Well, hold on to that supreme confidence. Hold on to it. I have supreme confidence.
Can we just be real here? He got the position.
Please be real.
I'm sorry. He got the position because of the success he had with the Eagles. Yes, you can say the Broncos. Yes, you can say Green Bay. But at the end of the day, bro, they're going based off of what you have done recently. If Christian Parker played for the Broncos, played for Green Bay, and then went to the Giants, and the Giants had the secondary that they had, you're telling me that y'all would have picked him up as a defensive coordinator?
Not at all.
We were looking at who was the dude out of Denver?
Jim Leonard.
Jim Leonard. We were looking at Jim Leonard. He didn't have that success, did he? We were looking at we looked at 40 different guys. We looked at 40 different guys.
Y'all didn't even know who CP was until we told you who CP was.
Shoddy settled on Christian Parker because Christian.
Y'all didn't even know who CP was.
I
didn't.
You weren't the only one, Lloyd. You weren't the only one.
I'm being for real though. Like y'all really. So let's say however many years Christian Parker was with the Philadelphia Eagles. If he was not with them and he was with the Broncos and went to a different team and that team was not successful, would you feel as confident as you were about your secondary and the changes your defense is going to have?
I would.
I wouldn't feel confident. Just like I didn't feel confident with Eberflus when he was with the Bears. Okay, and we got him as a defensive coordinator. I wasn't.
But you know what I mean. Hoodie, you know what I mean.
I wasn't even confident with Zimmer and he was in Minnesota. Okay, I wasn't.
Would you be optimistic then? Would you be optimistic about your defense?
If I see tangible reasons to be optimistic, yeah, because that's who I am.
Yeah.
If I see it, I'm going to be optimistic. If I don't see it, I'm going to let you know about it.
Yeah, like these hypotheticals is like, what if he was on a bad team?
Well, I'm using that because
he wasn't on a bad team with the Philadelphia Eagles, which was good.
Mm-hmm.
And it depends. Like if it was the Jets, how was the defense? Was the defense really good? Did the offense stink? That's why they didn't go anywhere. How did the DBs look? Because that's one of the reasons why we hired Christian Parker, because of his expertise in the DBs.
And
so
no, I agree. I'm not disagreeing with anything y'all are saying. Everything that y'all are saying is valid. I completely agree with that. But you're saying the success that they had did not heighten and like actually put his name out there. Like Cooper DeJean,
of course it does.
Of course it does. And the way they elevated, like they elevated just like Christian Parker elevated. But I'm telling you, if he did not go there, y'all would not be as optimistic and as excited about what your defense can be if y'all didn't see what the Eagles looked like. Like I'm not saying y'all copying us. I'm not saying
that's what it's full circle.
I'm not saying copying or none of that, bro. You will be excited. You will be excited about that.
What about Sean Mannion makes you excited about your offense?
I'm not excited.
We're curious. We're curious. Nobody. You don't hear any of us.
So we can't be curious. So we can't be curious about our defense.
Hold on.
What is going on?
Wait a minute. Lloyd and Angry.
You guys really that
have you heard any Eagles content creator?
I don't listen to you.
That's why I asked. I left you out because you don't watch. You don't watch. Have you heard any other content creators bigging up Sean Mannion? You know, or we saying, oh, if we can get middle of the pack. We just been saying we're curious to see what he brings. We don't have any expectations, and that's how we're going into it. We don't know what we're going to get, but you don't hear me saying if we can get top 15, top 10. No, all I'm saying is I'm curious to see what we have and what he's going to do with it. My only comparison has been, I think that Mannion is he's in more a pressure situation than CP is, because I don't think CP has the horses, and I believe that Sean Mannion does. That's been my only comparison.
Yeah, you're right. I haven't heard much Eagles content speaking about that, but the thing I heard you say was he's coming in driving. All he got to do is just drive a Ferrari.
That's it.
Contradicting
I've
yourself.
said that. I'm not backing down from that.
And so at the end of the season, I don't want to hear this shit. Y'all had a squad. Y'all had a great team. If we ain't got the horses.
Listen, Angry. I could be wrong, Angry. All I'm saying is when I evaluate the Dallas Cowboys defense, and I evaluate every level of the defense, I'm not convinced with your front seven. I think your edge rushers are suspect. I think your linebackers are suspect. I think you have linebackers that are playing out of position. I look at your corners. I don't fear your corners at all. I don't see how I think other than the Eagles, the rest of the division's corners are suspect. You have nice safeties. Downs is unproven, and the kid you got, the free agent you got, he's solid. But when I look at your defense, I'm looking at below average defense. And I'm not saying
me and Drew disagree at though.
Yeah, I'm not trying to cap.
Disagree.
I'm not trying to cap. I'm looking at the talent. I don't see the talent, and I could be wrong. And guess what? I'll be the first to admit it.
No. Me and Drew do disagree on this because I got the Cowboys going to the playoffs. I got y'all going to the playoffs. I truly think, as much as I hate it, Caleb Downs is going to be a generational safety for y'all. Like, he is going to be a really good safety for y'all. Now, the only thing that I look at it is, okay, y'all can get to the playoffs. How far can you go to get there? That's it. Like, I'm not saying y'all are just ain't going nowhere. Like I do, like I want to do a debate with y'all because I see where y'all have the potential of going. Because I think getting Christian Parker is gonna make y'all's defense, y'all's players are gonna play more into scheme, and he's gonna make your players smarter on the
I agree
defense.
with that.
And
Also,
y'all have the developers on the coaching staff
Yeah.
to get them there. That's
I
what
agree.
I said. Like, I'm not gonna say y'all just trash.
Warren,
I'm not saying
oh,
they
go
trash.
back to the other one. Go back to the other one.
I'm not saying you trash. I'm just saying I don't think you. I think honestly Dallas will see the results next season. I think your
Drew
defense
doesn't think
will
y'all have
be
the horses.
very
He
improved.
don't think y'all got the horses for it.
Yeah, that's what I could be wrong. I don't think you got the horse. I think next year you guys will see it.
I'm gonna say this: Carlito Cash with 1,000 jewels, and also appreciate that, Carlito. And also we got Linda Conyers, and I'm finna read. Appreciate the $5 super chat. She said, "What makes us excited about Sean Mannion is that Josh Broussard is there with him. Also, pay attention. You might miss something with this team." So I'm gonna say this,
Bars,
and to speak on what Warren was saying. I'm not speaking about the playoffs right now. I've been saying this for the longest. We need to win NFC East division. We need to win that first. Ask me that question when the playoff starts, because right now I can't speak about the playoffs. We didn't make it to the playoffs last season. We need to win the NFC East division, and that's how I look at it. That's my mindset. That's the goal for me when it comes to the Cowboys at this particular time. And then I talk about the playoffs when the playoffs start, and I tell y'all what I'm expecting. Because if we make it to the playoffs, I'm expecting for them to get to the NFC Championship. At least. But right now, the goal is to win the division. It's always to win the division. You got to take care of your division first before you speak about playoffs. And that's just how I look at it.
Can I expound on something that Drew said earlier, not too long ago? Why did we go and get Quinnen Williams? Okay, I'll answer that for you. Because for the past, say, decade, we have completely, like, we have not taken DT serious. And when you haven't taken something serious for so long, at some point you're going to have to take it serious, especially when you look across the NFL, not just the NFC East, but the NFL, and see that successful teams have a stout interior defensive line. Chris Jones, number one. Leonard Williams, another one. Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, of course they're in there. Dexter Lawrence, he just went to Cincinnati. Yeah, he was on a crap New York Giants team, but to say that he wasn't a thorn in your side would be a lie. You know what I'm saying? DTs matter. You need interior. You need interior defensive linemen. That's why you go out and get Quinnen Williams.
Mm-hmm. Did he? What impact did he have on the Jets?
He was a Pro Bowler. What, four out of the 7 years?
What? No, I mean for the team. What the team? What success did it? What success?
And he wasn't all.
I mean, we know the Jets suck, dude.
Hold on, no. I'm pushing back. He said when you have DT, Chris said when you have a solid DT, then you know that improves your team to be a playoff contender.
He led them to have a top 10 defense at least 3 years.
But did they, how many playoffs did they make it to?
He never made it to a playoffs.
Bro,
the team was
it's the whole team.
Come
on, like you can't, that's disingenuous as hell, bro. You expect Quinnen Williams to put the whole team on his back to get to a damn playoff?
What I'm saying, I'm just going off of.
Come on, bro.
Run for touchdown.
Let me just.
Wait a minute, Miss Max with the 10 jewels. And then she sent 10 more jewels. Appreciate
There's
that.
There's nothing to explain,
There's context. There's context to everything. So you have solid defensive tackles, but that doesn't mean everything else around him is solid.
That don't mean that everything else around him can't be solid.
Say that again.
That don't mean that everything else around him cannot be solid.
No, you're right. But here's the caveat to what you guys are facing. You're facing a rookie head coach that has never called a play in a game before, never made any in-game adjustments. You have other rookies on the team. You've replaced what, 8 or 9 players on this defense? You've replaced like 8 or 9 players on this defense, right?
Okay.
So you have a completely new scheme. So you mean to tell me, and it's not out of the realm of possibility, but in reality, defenses don't usually exchange 8-9 players with a rookie head coach and then make the playoffs.
You can't have it both ways. You can't say
but
that it's
I
out of the realm of
because
possibility.
in reality, that doesn't happen.
But his offense will be perfectly fine this year.
If
What
it's
is
not,
going on
if it's
here?
not in reality,
What
if it's
on
not in reality, then there's no possibility.
That's that
You can't
no
have it
child
both
left behind
ways.
right there,
Look,
man.
I'm talking
can't have it both
NFL.
ways.
I'm not talking about if a tree falls in the forest, do you
Appreciate-
hear it? Doesn't make a sound. I'm not talking about that.
I appreciate
I'm
the
talking about
5
NFL
jewels sent by
football,
Blue. I appreciate the 5 jewels sent by Blue and the 440 jewels
Joe
sent
the
by
Pro
Joe. Joe the Pro Sport. That's Joe Damasio, y'all.
What is he
Salute
doing?
to Joe, my
Go
guy.
ahead, Drew. Go ahead, Drew. Before we
No,
get
I'm
ready
just
to end
saying.
it. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is, in reality, I'm not saying that it can't happen, but what I'm saying is, most likely things like that don't happen. And when you say, "Oh well, New England did it," well, no, because New England had made the playoffs since 2019, and don't say Seattle did it because Seattle had made the playoffs since 2021. That means it took them a couple years to build, and that means that Dallas has to develop. What? Name me this, guys. Name me 5
No,
players.
but Drew,
that Dallas has developed.
that's what they're saying, Drew. They're saying they want to see progress. They're trying to
No
get
one's
this
saying
team.
anything
They're
about his
trying to get this team. They're trying to get this defense to where they need it to be.
I've said Dallas. I think Dallas will see progress. I think your defense will be between top 20, 25. I think that's where your defense lands. I expect your defense to be better. I think your defense is going to be.
That's all they want. That's all they want right now.
I've never said anything different. I just don't think you have enough to make the playoffs. I think only one team's coming out the playoffs this year in the East, and that's the Eagles.
I think it's 2.
Okay.
I think it's 2. So
okay. Well,
So yeah, we're gonna say. Go ahead, Angry, before I end it. Go ahead, Angry, before I end it. Go ahead.
Nah, I just gotta save this in my watch laters just so I can bring it back to you, Drew.
Man, bring it to me. Book it.
Because
I'm not gonna run from
because it just seems like with you, our defense is doom and gloom, but with your offense, you're just fine, and you're facing the same situation. You may not have turned your offense completely over, but you're dealing with some new key pieces. You know, you're dealing with a new key piece.
How many pieces though, Angry? How many pieces, Angry?
I mean, like I told you, your whole wide receiver crew is wide receiver by committee. And y'all gonna go into the West Coast offense. The West Coast offense does calls for you to throw the ball too, you know, especially if Saquon doesn't rise to that level like y'all want him to from 2024. You know, we will see.
That's fair.
We will see. Both every team in the NFC East right now has a question mark. Every team. So we'll see once this season starts where everything's gonna be. You know.
Yeah, we're not done with this conversation. We will be getting back to it. And one of these days, I'm gonna be part of the panel.
You are part of the panel.
I have a lot.
You are.
I have a lot more.
It's 2 against 3, Lloyd.
I have a lot
more.
here. This ain't nothing. I have a lot more to say. A whole lot more.
All I'm going to say is, for my final words, man, it was a good conversation. Warren, you got to get a better partner, bro. You got to get a better partner, bro.
Wow. Hey, my dog knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about, bro.
Yeah, in a different world. But I just want to see my Cowboys prosper. Even if it's baby steps, progression is progression. If you're standing still and letting everybody else walk past you, guess what you're doing? You're regressing. So I see progression coming for this team. I've seen it start within the offseason. In fact, last year, even though it seemed like a super huge step back by moving on from Micah Parsons, but acquiring the pieces along the way, I see where the train is going to stop. So I'm just waiting for week 2 of waiting for week 2 of preseason. I'm waiting to see what's up next. Let me see some consistency with this team. Then we'll go to week 3. But until then, man, I want Warren, Hoodie, Angry, Lloyd, even Eagles Drew to have a wonderful evening.
Drew, what you got for us, Drew?
Drew needs some just for men. That's what he needs.
What people don't realize when they come to Drew knows how to troll, but Drew, I give it to Drew because he talks football, even though sometimes I feel he's very, very fucking delusional, just like he said about me and what I said. Is why they brought up the top 15 defense. And he really wanted to say top 10. He really wanted to say, but I enjoy the conversations with Drew. I love hearing Drew talk. He pisses me off sometimes, but I mean, we get past it. We get Go ahead, Drew. Go ahead, Drew.
Hey, listen, nobody can get you more upset than your family, right, Lloyd?
Yeah,
So,
right.
y'all family. So, listen, look, when I say stuff, some of you guys may not like it, but I try to come from a place of, of understanding and knowledge. I'm just giving you my opinion. Like it or not, I'm sorry. It is what it is. I'm not going to apologize for it. Kush, I appreciate you. Glad you're here. Angry, me and you rock. You're my guy, Lord. I appreciate it. Warren, my man, always a pleasure. Everybody in the chat, I want to thank y'all for coming out and support all the channels. Please continue to do so. And look, all this talking we doing, it all goes to the side when the season starts in about 3 weeks. So whatever I say, I stand 10 toes on it. Because I had that supreme confidence, like we talked about earlier, So I'm not going to shy from anything. If I'm wrong, I'll stand right here and say I'm wrong. So that's all we got. Let's go Birds. Eagles Nation, stand up.
Angry, what you got for us, Angry?
Man, nothing. Nah, I appreciate it. Nah, man, I appreciate everybody on the panel, everybody doing this, coming together. We can have a good conversation as rivals, you know what I'm saying, NFC East rivals, but come together and still be family. I appreciate everybody here. I appreciate everybody in the chat, keeping it respectful, rooting for your team, but keeping it respectful. Like I said before, there's a lot of question marks in the NFC East right now, so I'm not going to take any game for granted. It's one game at a time, and hopefully the accumulation of those wins, if we can stack them, can get us to the playoffs. Trying to see progression, and progression to me is making it to the playoffs, but I'm not going to put that expectation out there because I want them to show me what they got. And if the playoffs is what the Cowboys got, then they're going to show me, But until then, week 1 and week 2, we can get a leg up in the NFC East if we can just go out there and handle business. 2 division rivals, 2 weeks in a row. So with that being said, man, we'll meet back here. We'll reconvene back here when the season starts. And, when we done went through about 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Warren, what you got for us?
Hey, it's always fun coming on here talking ball. Everything we say, fellas, is going to get redundant just because we haven't seen any, true football being played yet.
That's true.
We're all going based off of what we've seen, what we've heard in the past. But it is just good just talking, just coming on here and debating. I like to debate. So I'm glad we were able to all do that. But yeah, hey, Angry, it's always good talking with you on here. Hoodie, it's always good. You challenge me to come up with some more shit. And I appreciate that, bro. You making me a better debater. And Lloyd, hey, I appreciate you inviting me on here. And Drew, you already know. But
you know how we rock.
Yeah, I think it's once we get some more context into this season, I would love to have another one of these,
absolutely
week in, because it's all that trash. You were talking all that trash. Let's see what it really looked like.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, we are the standard in the NFCs.
Big
Everybody
Big
knows
facts.
that. We just got to be real with that. And you know what? We're going to show you that.
Take
if you don't believe it, we're going to show you.
A Hall of Fame. A Hall of Fame basketball player said these. A Hall of Fame basketball player said these words: "When you're good at something, you're going to tell anybody, but when you're great at something, they'll tell you." I want y'all to have yourselves a great night. Okay.
So with that being said, to the
With
chat, I'm letting the chat know that's over here on the Next Level Sports Lounge. I'm not finna totally in. I'm finna allow my panel to come in, and we finna talk these Cowboys and Von Miller for about an hour or so, and then we're gonna hop off. I just wanted to end the clash, but I do want to give my Cowboys panel, my chat time to come in and talk about this Von Miller trade while we're still here. I mean, this Von Miller pickup while we're still here, because if I end it, it's gonna be over for me tonight. So I appreciate Warren, I appreciate Drew, I appreciate Hoodie Kush, I appreciate Angry Cowboy, and they will be back, y'all. They will be back. So hey, stay tuned. Stay tuned, y'all. Appreciate you guys. So with that being said, all right, y'all. I'm opening up the slots for the panel to come in.
Eagles, Drew, you are entertaining, sir. You are entertaining. You're wrong, but you are entertaining. You are super entertaining. But I'm about to be out of here. I got some smoking to do.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, Blue, my guy.
And I do shout out to Blue. Blue is the tech guy.
Producer.
He's the producer.
Yes, sir.
Look, I'm telling you something.
Thank you.
Blue his backgrounds are like none other. He puts everything together, and yeah, he's the man. He's the man.
Jimmy Iovine over there.
I gotta get up out of here, y'all. I appreciate it, y'all. I'll holler at y'all later. If y'all still on, I'll get back on.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be on for an hour because I'm finna allow the panel to come in and we finna talk Cowboys football.
Heard that. Well, you know what? If that's the case, I'm gonna stick around. But I gotta step off. I gotta step off, player. I gotta step off for a second.
Oh yeah, go take your break real quick.
Yeah, you're just gonna see. You're just gonna see the sign back there for Drew.
Hey, Hoodie, though, before you go, I had a question, though, Hoodie.
Ask for help.
I had a question for you guys. With the signing of Vaughn.
I think Drew's muted.
Oh, can you hear me?
No, you ain't.
Can you hear me? With the signing of Von Miller, does that mean Crosby's out?
Warren, we can hear you.
Okay, so you're asking me. You're not asking the Cowboys. You're asking me.
I'm asking all of it. I'm asking Cowboys Nation.
No. You're asking me. You're not asking Cowboys Nation.
No, he actually phrased that. Cowboys Nation.
My answer is
Cowboys Nation.
Well, Drew, you ex Hoodie because
my bad.
Cowboys Nation about to come in and we finna talk about this.
So, okay. Since you're asking me, this is what I'll tell you. I never wanted Max Crosby. If you ask me, I would like to go make a trade for Vita Vea to ensure that you can't run on us. That's just me. I never wanted Max Crosby.
Okay.
That's just me.
So
that's just
now
me.
The question to everybody else: do you think that means
what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, Joe?
Wait a minute, Drew. My panel ain't even came in yet, Drew.
Hey,
do you need me to hop off, Lloyd? Come in.
If I need to hop off, I'll hop off. If somebody get on.
I think you guys are good.
Let me see.
I want to give you a panel chance to get on. If I need to jump off, I'll jump.
Yeah,
off.
both of y'all hop off, and then once they come in, then y'all can come back in because I do want to allow them to come in.
Yeah.
No worries. But I just wanted to put that question out there, y'all. Hey, God bless, man.
That's gonna be the first question, Drew.
What's up, Momo? What's up, CZ?
Yo.
What up, everybody? We finna talk about this. Where's Randy? Where's Vinny?
Yeah, where's Randy? Get Vinny, get in here. What's up, Oscar? Hope you're well, Oscar.
Brother, I'm very good.
Hello, Randy. What up, Oscar?
All right. My voice a little slow. My voice a little. What's my voice a little bit?
Oh yeah, you've been working a lot. You've probably been talking, screaming over. Yeah.
So check this out, y'all. I want to know everybody's feelings about when it comes to us just signing Von Miller because I think it was a big signing. My wife said she ordered some Wingstop. They have buy one. Her message went away, but she said next time she ordered some wings and popcorn. That was a nice stream.
Excellent. That was an excellent stream.
Yeah, it was a good stream. Yeah, I
enjoyed it. Great job.
For who? They disrespected my team, both of them.
Well,
Both sides.
everybody
Well, they were right.
Commanders.
So.
I mean, how was they right? I mean, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
Oh
Let
shit!
me say something about this Von Miller trade. To me, you just replace somebody you lost.
What? What are you
That's all you
talking
did.
about? What are you talking about?
Clowney. Well, he's saying he just replaced Clowney. You
But
That's
replaced
all you
9
just
sacks
did.
with 9 sacks.
Malachi Lawrence is replacing Clowney.
So Von Miller
No, listen what I just said.
Wait, Momo. Von Miller is an upgrade to Clowney because he's better than stopping the run, and he had 9 sacks last season. I don't care how many plays he played.
Okay. Lloyd, can I say something? And I got to call all y'all dumbass. No, I ain't gonna be insulted tonight. Y'all guys was the one who came at me when we got Von Miller. Y'all said, "Look at that from Shady Pines, that old ass
I
man."
never came to you about Von Miller.
I never
y'all came at
about
me.
Von Miller.
So I don't want to hear this great signing when y'all were the one that said that he was on.
Momo, we've been talking about maybe getting Von Miller for the longest.
No, that's not the question. Y'all was the one who was saying last year that he was a horrible signing because he was old and washed.
When y'all signed him, so no,
Momo, it wasn't any of these guys.
I didn't even know you.
Yeah, it wasn't us. I might have been.
It wasn't on this chat.
It was Joe. You was the main one.
No, I wasn't. I never said anything to you about Von Miller. I like Von Miller. He's a Texas dude.
I didn't know you, Momo, when y'all
signed.
What the hell you mean you didn't know me? I knew you.
I didn't know you when y'all signed Von Miller.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
No, I didn't.
I ate dinner at your house.
Yeah, it was probably Mark Holmes. Yeah.
Lloyd, don't listen to him, Lloyd.
Don't be trying to troll us. Come on, man.
Hey, before we start with this Von Miller talk, I do want to shout out Angry, Hoodie, Warren, and Drew.
Yes, great job. Great job. Yes.
And they will be back. I got some cooking right now as we speak for Saturday. That Rob Bay will be a part of. TP will be a part of. So I got some cooking for Saturday.
Yeah, it was probably Mark Holmes.
Your background.
Somebody TP playing in the background.
Bobo, I got you, Bobo.
Randy, I'm gonna start with you. Then I'm gonna go to Oscar. What are your thoughts of this Von Miller signing? How do you feel about it, and what do you think he's going to bring to the team? It ain't. People think it always has to do with how he plays. It's the leadership I'm looking at, and what he going to bring as a vet in this room when it comes to this linebacker report. But Randy, what you got for us?
Well, I think he brings to the team maybe on third down. He's going to get about 15 or 20 plays maybe a game if he's lucky. I think he's going to be teaching Malachi Lawrence and some of these younger guys how to pass rush. That's really one of the things that I think he brings to the team. If he can get 8 to 10 sacks, something like that, it's going to be a big plus no matter what. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not saying he's the greatest signing of all time, but he's going to get a few plays here and there, and it's going to be a lot on how he handles the guys on defense. So
Randy,
he brings leadership too.
He's guaranteed to get between 5 and 8 sacks. That's how he is.
Well, you left off one. He got 9.
I'm happy with that because he got paid $6 million last year. I bet we didn't pay him maybe $4 or $5 million this year. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Yeah. But if he gets 5 to 8 sacks, Momo, I'd be happy with that because that could change the complexion of a game or two.
All I'm saying, Randy, last year I was laughed at, mocked at in different platforms. It wasn't just mocked. It was all these Cowboy stations was laughing at him.
It wasn't over here.
That's fine.
Well,
I just think he's a good guy for third down and veteran play. But that doesn't mean that you're going to win games because of Von Miller.
I agree with you, Momo. He's not going to start. He's going to be a rotation.
No,
he's going to get 10 to 15 plays.
He's going to be a third down guy that comes in here and there.
Plays.
Exactly. Yeah.
And nobody said that we're going to a Super Bowl. We finna win the NFC East.
No, you got Cowboy fans talking about it already on social media already.
That's them, Momo. We're talking about it here. I'm asking the panel their feelings and their thoughts about the
Don't ask Vinny.
silence.
Don't ask Vinny. He think y'all going Super Bowl every year.
Well, I agree with Randy. I think it's going to be a good teacher for Malachi Lawrence and EZ.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I think it's a good depth move. I really do.
Yeah, I do too. I'm not going to say he's going to put us over the top for any reason, but he brings leadership and he's a teacher, so that's what you have to look at.
He's going to take what
I don't
he
think
learned
he's
from
a
DeMarcus where
If we can get off the field on third down, I'm for it.
Exactly.
I am too.
Exactly.
That's it.
Because we had trouble with that last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that big game when we got to get that, that third and whatever, and get that sack or get that pressure, I think he can do it. So that's what we need.
Okay.
Oscar, what you got, Oscar?
That's all. I mean, he's not going to be a world beater. He's not the young Von Miller.
Right.
Well, I agree. Remember we said a couple of weeks ago we need that guy maybe to come in and settle the defense down when guys get a little overexcited or maybe miss an assignment and the young guys make a mistake. He's the perfect guy for it, and if he can grab us a couple of sacks on the way. And he's already been working with our defense. Weren't him and Crosby teaching our defense how to rush the passer or something a couple of weeks ago in some camp?
Yeah,
So,
that was a rumor. We don't know if that'll be accurate.
I seen it on TV.
It was on TV. It was
Yeah, no, I think they were with BT Jordan. That's our pass rush specialist.
Yeah, something like that. So, he's just going to take over for that and help out. If any little thing can help out, well, why not try it? That's what I mean. At least this is what I'm happy about. At least we're trying. We're not sitting on our hands, not trying. You learn more from losing. You learn more from not being successful than as being successful. You got to make those mistakes. So at least we're trying. We did it, like Randy said, we made so many different moves this year that we haven't done in 20 years. This is one of them, bringing somebody like him in to help. If he helps or not, we don't know that. Like, the chat was saying on the chat you guys just had, everything's speculation and everybody's just hopeful. All our teams have question marks. All our teams have improved. And we're trying to get better. So if we just keep trying, I mean, they can't knock the team for trying. And he's
Lord Vaughn is killing in the comments.
Yeah, Lord Vaughn. He disappears when his team loses. When his team loses, he disappears for 3 months.
He said, no offense. He said your whole locker room gonna smell like icy hot.
But
well,
I mean,
my question.
Go ahead, Jess.
My question is, okay, I was just teasing you guys about getting Von Miller. Obviously, he's probably going to end up being a good mentor for your future. But is that open the door for you guys to get somebody else, like maybe Brooks or possibly the cornerback from the Patriots that he doesn't want to be there no more?
It doesn't.
Who don't want to get Patriots? I'm sorry.
Christian Gonzalez.
You don't want to be there?
Well, he holding out.
He wants more money, is what he wants.
No, you want to be there.
He wants more money.
Well, after Witherspoon got paid, boy, he's going to get paid, that boy.
Yeah.
But it's going to cost you a boatload of draft picks to even get him. So we are not going to even sniff him.
Yeah.
Well, that's good that Witherspoon got all that money.
Yeah.
Oh,
because now they're going to have to give Mitchell $40 million a year next year.
And see, Von Miller's he's gonna come over here and do what DeMarcus Ware did to him in Denver. He's gonna mentor these guys. He's gonna get these guys riled up and ready to play. I like the fact that we got him. I also made a comment earlier that I would have rather have him over Bobby Wagner. Reason being, because if Bobby Wagner's in the game, it's gonna be for one thing and one thing only, and that's rushing the quarterback or stopping the run with two things. Bobby Wagner, I mean, everybody knows that he cannot cover, and our middle linebackers going to have to drop back and play in coverage. So that's the reason I said that about
Bobby Wagner's next.
Bobby Wagner.
Y'all getting Bobby Wagner
And
next.
even if they get Bobby Wagner, I'm fine with it. But I just said I would rather have Von Miller over Bobby Wagner.
You better have him on passing, on rushing plays, not
Yeah,
passing
I think
downs.
that's all they'd use him for because they have Overshown and Winters for passing downs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Overshown will be. Never mind.
You should see if he stays healthy, you're in trouble.
Yeah. And that's the thing about Overshawn.
I agree, Joe.
That's the thing about Overshawn. He stay healthy. Yeah, the boy gonna be bad. He gonna be bad.
He just gotta stay healthy. That's all.
So okay.
Blue, what you feel about this Von Miller signing, man?
I'm stoked. We're finally doing stuff. This is like we said. This is uncommon. We actually are signing people. We're doing things, and yeah, I think he's going to be a great teacher. I think he's going to be a great veteran to kind of go along with the teachers that we already have there, the coaches that we have there. He's going to be hands on, and then physically show them, hey, this is what we got to do. So
okay, let's be honest, and y'all need to be honest with yourselves.
Let him finish, Momo. He is being honest.
I thought he was finished. I thought he was finished. I'm just saying, Luke. I apologize, Blue. You know I don't mean no harm.
Oh, you're good, man. You're good.
What I was trying to say is that to all Cowboy fans and all fans in general, is this really a big signing?
No.
No, it's not a big signing. No.
Okay, thank you. That's what I want to know.
It's a depth. It's
a depth piece. Is what it is.
It's a nice signing. It's a nice.
If I would grade this from 0 to 10, seriously, if I would grade this from 0 to 10, I would grade this more like a 4, because what the biggest thing he brings in is leadership. That's the biggest thing you want on the team.
And he brings in that third down pass rusher that we kind of lack.
But he mostly brings leadership. That's the key.
But that's what this defense kind of lacks in a way. So I'm not mad at it.
No, I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm just saying I don't think it's an all be all sign. I think it's.
I agree.
But it's a 4.
It's not.
I want the.
He'll be a rotational piece. That's all.
The most important part of the game. That's what
for the reason that you just mentioned, Momo, is why I would give it a 5 or 6. Because we spoke about culture changing. We spoke about leadership. This is what is happening in front of our eyes. Everything is changing. Everything is changing. The leaders that we have, you laughing right now, but the leaders that
look at the activity. Lloyd's right. Yeah. Look at the activity this team's had compared to other years.
We got multiple leaders on defense. We got Quentin Williams, we got Kenny Clark, and now we add Von Miller to that. Like we have leaders to lead this defense.
Okay, here's a question. I'm just gonna ask you a question, Lord. This is just a ordinary question. I'm an average Joe out here. I'm just trying to do right by others.
Right.
Well, I just want to ask. This: when you have too many chefs in the kitchen, sometimes it ain't a great thing. Well, I'm just saying. Too many leaders. Leaders lead different ways. I'm just saying.
You can never have more than enough leaders.
Yes, you can on a football team. You absolutely can.
No, you can't.
Eagles class.
Not on a defense.
Eagles class. You know this. You played football before.
What Eagles clash on defense?
Because Lloyd, come on now, stop.
Yeah, now you see a lot of egos clash when it comes to offense, and it's mainly with the quarterback.
No, I'm talking about egos. I mean leaderships. Look, some people leadership differently, and he might not like. Hey, no, that's not what I told him doing that play on that play and this play. Come on, sometimes it's not a great thing.
Momo, it's great for our team.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying. I'm not knocking the signing. All I'm saying that too many leaders on the team is not always good. That's all I'm saying.
But it can work the other way around, because bringing in these leaders,
it's 50-50.
Wait, bringing in these leaders and everybody's on one accord, focused on one thing and one thing, single thing only, and this winning. Winning. They have a whole leadership team. They have a whole leadership team. Did you know they have a whole leadership team that gets together every week and they go sit with Shotty?
Okay. I digress.
It was the players who decided to run after that Rams game.
Yep.
It wasn't the coaches.
No. You think running after a training camp game is a significant? Oh my God! You delusional. I forgot who I was talking to.
Momo. It wasn't the.
We good.
The coaches was walking off the field. Dak Prescott and Quentin Williams got that team together and said, because they've been doing it after every practice.
Okay.
They got together and said, "Do y'all want to run? Let's run." And that's what.
So
they
what?
did.
So what does that prove?
It wasn't the coaches. That's what I'm
So
saying.
but I'm just saying, what does that prove? Because they ran.
That's leadership, Momo.
Oh man,
That's called leadership, Momo.
Maybe somebody need to be in shape. They say, "Let's run." Get your fat ass in shape.
Hey,
Momo, you talk like Momo. I ain't gonna even say it, Momo. You talk crazy.
It's called camaraderie. That's what it's called, Momo.
What's going on, gentlemen?
You should have been out there, Vinny.
Camaraderie. I would run right alongside them.
Well,
even the
all I'm
birds
going to say
laughing
is
at
this.
your ass.
All I'm going to say is this. Lloyd, I appreciate you bringing me on, bro. I appreciate you allowing me the opportunity in real time to fry chicken on your show. That was so much fun that I want to do it again. Because that boy Eagles Drew, I don't know what he was thinking coming on here, being so contradictory, self sabotage. I mean, self-sabotage. But on to bigger and better things. Von Miller signing. How do I feel? Okay. We got another statesman. We have a veteran in the room who can also help bring along Malachi Lawrence, depending on who we decide to move on from Sam Williams. Maris Leofau, you know what I'm saying, help bringing along those guys. I mean, and again, it all depends on who we move on from Sam Williams. So bringing on Von Miller doesn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be so hyperbolic as to saying, oh, it makes us so much better. He's not going to be playing that many snaps, guys. He's going to be playing impactful snaps, but not very many. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that third down pass rusher, right, Hurdy?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Third down guy. He's going to come in on a package. You're probably going to see a combination of probably him and Rashawn, him and Marist, him and James Houston, him, Malachi. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll see a combination. And there'll be combinations of that all throughout the season, not just with Von Miller. You know what I'm saying? But does it help? Does it give you some veteran presence and some veteran experience? Two times Super Bowl winner, 7-time Pro Bowl, Pro Bowl or All Pro. Can't argue with that.
Yeah, he's going to be used as a chess piece, is what he's going to be used as. Get me that sack or pressure when it really counts in, fourth quarter, late in the game. That's what I want.
What makes it a little bit better is people know what Von Miller is going to come in for. You know what I'm saying? When they see Von Miller, they're going to know, like, all right, we're in the passing down, so we're going to see Von Miller. We have to allocate resources to that guy. Mm-hmm. Well, here's the problem with that. Don't forget about Quentin Williams, who also has pass rush ability.
And
Don't
Kenny
forget
Clark.
about Kenny Clark, who has pass rush ability. Don't forget about big old Tito Ammonia, who also has pass rush ability.
And let's see what Easy has done this year. So we'll see what happens with him.
Yeah.
Don't count him out.
That's the thing that people ain't realizing. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Having them three big guns in the middle is gonna make life so much easier for other people around you. Having Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, and Tito and Bullet, it's gonna make it so much easier for the other players. Most of these players has not played with a D line like what we have, and I don't care what nobody say. We have a fucking great D line.
And has Quentin Williams played with somebody as good as Kenny Clark on the Jets? Hell no.
No.
Yeah.
Never had nobody that good beside him.
Exactly.
And Kenny Clark had never had nobody that good beside him.
Exactly.
So I don't care what nobody say. This defense finna be ready.
Yeah.
Y'all aren't mentioning one guy that I think is going to really be a star, and that's Barnham.
Yeah,
I think
Barnham,
he's going to, you put him on one side, you put Overshown on the other side, you put Winters in the middle. you're going to have pressure. That this defense is based on who's going to be going to the quarterback. It's not necessarily going to be the edge rushers. He's going to have people coming off the middle through, all in all these gaps. People just don't understand. Defense is predicated on blitzing from every direction of the field. That's why he wants players to play in different positions of the field. That's the big thing here. Our defensive, our edge rushers may not be all the edge rushing. You can put Barnum on the inside; he may come and go straight to the quarterback. So I'm telling you, this defense is going to be better than it was last year.
With the personnel that we have, the Barhams, the Overshones, who we know what we can get out of a healthy Overshone. D. Winter showing up. Dustin Barron, because you might just see him on the 53. But with the versatility that you have within your inside linebackers and your outside linebackers, you literally do not have to rush no more than 4.
Exactly.
You literally do not have to rush.
And you could still get pressure with your defensive tackles being this elite.
Let me answer.
You got to double somebody, and you better double the right one.
Let me answer Bruce Banner's question. He said, "Who's our zero tech?" Zero tech can be Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, or Tito Obanya.
Yeah, probably
Quentin. Either one of those 3.
Probably Quentin Williams.
The thing about it, they can move everywhere on the line in the 3-4.
Exactly. There's so much versatility within this defensive line. Yes, Otito Ogbonnia, he would naturally if you're looking at the archetype of Otito Ogbonnia, he's your nose tackle. Big, massive, 6'5", 330, 350.
Run stopper.
You know what I'm saying? He's a big, massive body. You would naturally believe that he would be your nose tackle. Well, what people don't realize about old Kenny Clark is that's how he made his bones in the NFL. He was a nose tackle.
He was.
Just saying. What people don't know about old Quentin Williams is he's not just a regular old DT. He can play the 0, the 5, the 4, the 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a natural nose tackle if you look at his size. You know what I'm saying? But that just adds to the versatility on the defensive line to where you're gonna have to double team somebody. It better be the right one. Because
for those who don't know, zero tech is the defensive tackle that's standing right
above the center.
Yeah, right over the center. Yes.
You do not want to see Kenny Clark over your center. No. You do not want to see Quentin Williams over you. You don't even want to see Otito. Not even Bullard. I don't think you want to see any of those guys just standing over your center.
And that's what I'm trying to tell Bruce. Now he's saying who's going to be the 5 tech. Either one of them guys can be the 5 tech.
Yeah, either Kenny or Quentin.
Yeah, either one of them.
LT Overton. Yep.
Any one of them on the defensive line actually can be. Jonathan Bullard can be.
Yeah.
5 tech. That's the thing. You don't know how we're going to line up.
Sam Williams.
Yeah, you don't know how we're going to line up.
Yeah, they can interchange with everything.
And to what Randy was saying, I think Jay Sean Barham going to end up being a starter.
Yeah, from 1 to 5 tech,
Winters?
They can all do it.
I don't know. I think he's going to be a starter. I don't know
over Winters.
I don't know if an injury is going to occur, but I think he's going to be a starter. I don't know.
With the groin injury on Barham, you're being limited in what you're seeing from him. But what gives you such optimism is what you have seen from him. Now remember, he's coming back to practice this week. Probably in a limited capacity, maybe the first 2 days. But once he gets back to practice, and we go into that, don't we have a joint practice this week? I think we got the Saints.
Yeah, Tuesday with the Saints.
Yeah,
Tuesday.
I hope it's in Oxnard.
It is.
I think it is. Yeah, Kellen Moore's coming.
We're gonna see that live. Then we'll be able to see that live.
All I'm gonna say is, if Jay Sean Barham is cleared and he plays, get your popcorn ready.
I don't want him.
And if they have that combination of Justin Barron and Jay Sean Barham, get your popcorn ready.
I think I just want to see him. I want to see him in the next preseason game. I want to give him a little bit more time. Give him a little bit more time with that growing and just play him in the preseason game.
I'm with you, Lloyd.
I had a question for some of you guys, just to go to the offensive side. What do you guys think of Michael Trigg taking the tight end 3 from Luke Schoonmaker?
Bruh.
It's about fucking time.
I think Trigg's got to. I think Trigg's got to make the team. Yeah,
Bruh.
I really
Not
do.
even a
I
question.
don't want
Jack.
any guys on this team that's on there because we drafted them.
Facts.
I want
Bruh.
them to earn their spots. And
Bruh.
Schoonmaker's got to go.
He's
He
got to
ain't done
go.
Bruh.
shit in 3
Yeah.
years.
He's
Facts.
worn
Bruh.
out his welcome. That's for
He was
sure.
a he was a
Yes.
D3 pick, Randy. I don't know why they
No,
picked
he was
him in the second
we
round.
picked him in the second round,
Yeah,
but
we
you're
picked him.
right.
Yeah,
We
Bruh.
picked him at the end of the
Big
second
super.
round.
Right.
he got to
was a
go.
D3 pick.
He got to
Yeah,
go.
it was
Yeah.
Kevin
terrible pick.
Carson's got to go. Them two I know.
Bruh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bruh. Bruh.
Yep. I
Michael
agree.
Trigg.
And
Bruh.
Sam Williams might be gone now that we signed
Yeah.
Von Miller.
Honestly.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh. Coming and talking about Michael Trigg, bruh. Let me say this clear so everyone can hear me. We're talking about Mr. Michael Trigg. This will be the second UDFA to push this dude down the roster. Last year was Brevin Spanford.
Good point.
You should have felt
That's
something.
true.
You should have felt some type of way with that and went
Right.
harder, and you
Right.
didn't. Now you got another UDFA who your coach actually co-signed. Your coach, Lunda Wells. You're a tight end, right? Well, guess what? Your coach co-signed him. Another UDFA.
Right.
This dude is not only going to take the tight end 3 spot. He's probably. We might not have much longer with Mr.
Bruce,
Ferguson.
wait a minute.
I've always
Wait a
said that, Hoodie, and
Yeah, I
like it.
agree with
Yeah,
you,
I
Hoodie.
agree with you.
Wait. Let me respond to Bruce. Bruce, what you talking about? I was just answering your questions. I called your name because you asked the question. If you don't want me to call your name, then don't ask the question. We've been tripping in the chat all night. So when you ask a question, I said your name because you asked the question. So I'm answering your question, saying your name. So what you talking about? All hurt and all that. What are you saying?
I'm trying to make my pussy hurt. She upstairs sleeping.
Please be direct with me, because I don't come off to nobody disrespectful. You asked the question, and I answered your question. Oscar didn't ask the question. Stephen White didn't ask the question. Rhonda didn't ask the question. Bruce Banner answered the question, and I called your name because you asked the question. What makes you think we're butthurt or I'm butthurt off your question? You had a real good question, both questions. So I answered your questions to let you know that anybody on the defensive line can play those positions. So what makes you think, based off my answer, that I'm butthurt? Because for one, I don't like to be called pussy. You just, if you calling me pussy, I don't like to be called pussy. And all I did was answer your question. So please come again, my guy.
I mean, I eat a lot of pussy, but don't call me one.
Yeah, you asked the question. I'm butthurt because I answered the question. That don't even make sense.
It'll never make sense. It'll never make sense. He must be an Eagles fan.
He is an Eagle fan.
Yeah, but
Logan,
he's
y'all
always
are
been
done.
Oh, yeah,
Y'all
he's always
finishing
been
last.
been respected when he came here.
Well, yeah,
I
and
just
still,
had to get that off my chest.
I'm excited with the direction that this team is going. Michael Trigg definitely going to take the tight end 3 spot. I think he will make strides in blocking, in his blocking portion of his game. He's starting to make strides. So Michael Trigg, I'm definitely hoping for. Kalen Carson.
Logan, I'm not even finna put your response on the
I was
screen.
about to do that.
Go ahead, Hoodie.
Bro, I haven't had the chat on all night. Because I wanted to concentrate on Eagles Drew. Okay? I'm not putting it on now. So,
Logan, crazy.
But yeah, man. Kalen Carson, being so you brought him up there, Lloyd. Kalen Carson, he's definitely he was on his last leg walking into preseason. Yeah, I think it just got cut off.
Me too.
Most now here's the misconception with bringing in Von Miller. Automatically, we're thinking that the corresponding move is we're going to cut an edge. Who said that? Who said that we was cutting an edge? I didn't see any issues from. I didn't see any issues from.
I said that Williams is probably gone.
No, I'm there with you. I was there with you since the beginning of preseason before we even got Von Miller. Because
I agree.
I think Maris pushes him off. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah.
Maris looked good last night.
Looked
He
good.
did.
Yeah, he did.
He had 50 tackles his first year with Zimmer. I always tell people that he's
he
solid.
played limited games.
Yeah,
played last
exactly.
only 5
I'll,
games.
I'll say this.
Exactly.
I'll say this about our defense. Our defense is going to be about 10 times faster than it was last year. Our defense was old and slow last
Maybe
year.
even 20 times, Randy.
Yeah,
What I was,
maybe.
Lord, you was
So
about
Yeah,
to
we
say
looked like
something.
we were slow
And I
last
believe
year.
more prepared as well,
Exactly.
I agree with
One
that
unit. They're
wholeheartedly.
gonna work as one unit. Yeah, like they were
which
last
matters. Yes,
Lord,
night.
you
And
Yeah,
were
the
about to
third
say
string
something,
and
bro.
fourth
totally
string.
No,
agree.
I
We
was
all
I was
agree.
finna I was finna say Sam
Oh, sorry.
Williams is not here because of CP.
No,
Sam
he didn't
Williams
draft
is
him.
here because he was drafted second round,
Yeah,
and they
exactly.
trying to give him a chance. If it was up to CP, I think he'd be gone.
Me too.
He'd have been going with Solomon Thomas.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised they
Yeah,
gave him
and
another
Osa.
chance.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
surprised
what
they
I'm
gave him another
saying. I
chance.
don't want players on this team that doesn't earn their freaking position. I'm
Right.
sorry. You can't. I give that to the Eagle fan or the Eagle organization. They cut players when they're supposed to. We don't. That's one thing we got to learn how to do.
Bruce said, "LOL, what I thought you fool was tripping because I asked a question because everyone started yelling. No, nobody. No, we weren't yelling. We was trying
No,
to.
we weren't tripping.
Yeah,
Sorry, Bruce.
yeah.
Man, you
We were
piece of
just trying to
shit.
answer.
Sorry that
You
you
ain't
got that
shit without the Hawk. Nobody said that.
Yeah, we was
Hey.
talking about the 0 tech and the 5 tech.
That's
It
it.
was good questions.
It was a good
By the
question.
way, Maris Leofau is an excellent special teams player too.
He is. And he
And
never got a
doesn't-
chance.
and
He never got a
doesn't get
chance to play
penalized.
last year.
No, he
Yeah.
didn't.
Mm.
And he doesn't get penalized.
No.
Stephen White said, I didn't do it run the Chappelle show. Stephen White, you crazy.
That's my guy right there. That's my guy.
There you go.
I rocks with Stephen White.
Yeah, we're gonna probably stay on for about another 30 minutes, then we're gonna hop off. What time?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We started a little early
We're gonna
today.
play some video
And I
games.
and I do I ain't gonna even lie to you. I be wanting Oscar to be a part of it, and I know he be working a lot. He's
I've met
missed a
Oscar
few
too,
shows.
yeah.
Yeah, he missed a few shows, and I know he be working a lot. So I do be wanting to give him his time on the panel when we go live, and and give us his insight on what he's feeling about the Cowboys and stuff. Because he, like everybody else that's here, we enjoy each other's company when we're here live and talking football. So I never want neither one of my brothers that's here on this panel to miss out. So yeah, and we gonna us on the panel. We're gonna do something. I got something in the works for the panel and everything. We got a lot going on. There's a lot of things that I'm trying to implement into the live streams to where we getting good content out to the audience, to everybody who's a part of the channel, who comes to view, watch, subscribe, members. There's a lot of things that we're working on. Y'all just be patient, trying to get more and better content for you guys. And like I said earlier, y'all, I be biting my tongue doing these little clashes and face-offs. I be wanting to say so much. I be wanting to say so much, y'all. But I was told, Lord, you need to just be a host and shut the hell up. That's what I was told.
Who told you that?
They told me just like that.
Who
I
told
got
you that?
text messages saying, Lord, shut the hell up and be a host. I ain't gonna say no names, Hoodie. I ain't gonna say no names, Blue.
Now let them go
But
at it.
no,
Bro.
they were right though. They were right. They were
Nobody
right.
pays attention to CZ anyway.
Blue, why you looking lost? Why you look like you froze back there, Blue?
That's because Blue probably just got finished blowing one.
I was about to say Blue probably did freeze
he
because I think
was
he just
frozen.
left. Yeah.
I know I did. Fuck that. Shit, I needed that after that 2.5 hours of ass whooping we had to get them pigeons.
Well, I'm glad you got a chance to go with Drew. You've been wanting to.
Yeah.
He been wanting. You've been wanting it. So
He's been saying
it's
some
always
outlandish shit.
It was a great show.
And he proved my point. He proves my point every time. So contradictive of himself.
We haven't said much about that other guy that played pretty well last night. Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown.
Another
Camden Brown.
undrafted rookie.
There's no reason to. He's speaking for us. He's honestly speaking for us. Like real talk. Sometimes it's not a bad thing. Like this is something I tell people that I work with, whatever friends I have, acquaintances, shit, even my woman. Sometimes it's not a bad thing to just shut the fuck up.
Hey, Blue. We thought you had hit the blunt so hard that you just got struck.
Yeah, I thought you were gone, Blue.
He said I did.
Wow, so I you know. No,
Hey,
so
bro,
my
you
wife
was just
played
like this. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong?
No, he
with
was
you?
trying to fly in the background. He was waving his arms. I thought he was going to lift off the seat there for a minute.
He was
And
on
mo-
stuff
Damn, that's
for
some
and
a
good
more on
minute.
ass
that,
shit.
more on Camden Brown. He was
That man
great
made
at
him wrong.
Camden Brown was great at Georgia Southern. You
Yeah, he
watched some of his
was.
film.
And
Yeah,
people don't realize he had 14 touchdowns last year
yeah,
and 1,200 yards
exactly.
in receptions. So people don't realize that sometimes these young players that come out of nowhere end up being good. And I think he's a diamond in the rough.
Me
He's
too.
pushing
Honestly,
his
he's
wide receiver.
perfect.
Half a round
He's
full.
perfect. He's perfect size too. He's 6'2", 200 about. So
Mm-hmm.
And
Half a
those
round full
catches
of.
he was making yesterday, he was making in college.
yeah,
He was making
A
those
rifle
same
of.
exact type of catches. I went back and watched his film.
me too, Lloyd. Yeah,
And, yeah.
Somebody
I'll
said.
say this
Somebody
too.
said.
People ain't saying much about Mingo, but Mingo made a couple catches and he ran that guy down on that punt return too.
He channeled his
He was
inner DK.
hustling. So
And
I'll give
see,
that to the man.
Randy,
yeah,
this is the thing about Mingo. He's always been doing this in training camp and preseason. It's just that when the season starts,
In the field.
he's hurt.
yeah.
They don't reflect on the field every time.
And Milton actually worked okay too. Honestly,
Now,
yeah.
if we're gonna have that conversation, let's have it. Let's have it.
Wait a minute. Oscar was trying to say something on it.
Well,
Oh,
the other
Oscar,
thing
Oscar was
we
here.
have,
My fault, Oscar.
no, it's all right, brother. The other thing we have to work on really that we're not even talking. We never talk. We talk in offense, defense. This is our special team. Our special team was terrible last year.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah, it
We got
was.
back in that Detroit game, and we were within with a field goal, and both times we gave up a 44-yard return, and then the other one was a 47-yard return. That killed us. That's how I think they scored 44 points on us. We
Yeah.
would have kept to a nice punt return, and it would have got to the 20 or 25. You're talking a total different ball game.
Exactly.
That special teams was terrible last year.
Horrible.
And Oscar, it was
Both
bad last night
I
too.
was just going to
There
say
you
that.
go.
It was bad last night.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't get to watch the game. I watched a little bit of the highlights. I got home at 1:00 last night, so I
It
didn't know.
wasn't good.
Yeah, the
Don't worry.
special
Don't
teams were
worry,
bad.
Oscar. Don't
Why
worry,
did we
Oscar.
keep that guy? That's the first coach they should have went. Him and Eberflus should have the same private jet,
Right.
even the stadium.
Don't worry, Oscar. Don't worry, Oscar. This Saturday coming, me and Mr. Nick Sorensen gonna have a nice little man-to-man, heart-to-heart chat in the
Wow.
night.
And you know, I'm from the Bay Area. 49er fans hate Nick Sorensen. They think he ruined their defense. That one year he was DC. So
Hey, Laura with the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate that, Laura. She said, if you can change one thing before season, what would you change?
good question.
Who want to answer first?
That's a good question.
I would go out and get a tackle to replace Steele. I don't
I
think
like it.
Steele's the guy.
I like it.
There you go.
I would get a veteran linebacker. I think, Laura.
Well, I mean, on to that point, both points, I'll say this: since everybody is so down on Steele, right? Who hasn't missed a game since 2022, and we just got Von Miller. Why don't we just, since Jerry wants to say that premium picks are expendable this year, use that premium pick to go get Tristan Wirfs. Go get yourself a right tackle.
Wow.
Or Vita Vea. Yeah.
Well, that's why I like Hoodie thinks outside the box. Vita Vea,
I like
Tristan
that.
Wirfs.
But I don't think you have to go that far. I don't even think you have to do that. I think you can go get Decker.
That's true.
Yeah, but if Steele's not doing it, if Steele's not cutting it, why not just go?
I'm saying you got Decker out there from Detroit who was a reliable tackle. Can play both sides.
Yeah.
So I go get him. I go sign him and put that pressure on Terrence Steele.
See, here's the thing about Terrence Steele, right? It's not so much his run blocking.
His run blocking's actually pretty good.
He's gonna get Dak killed.
You get that man moving. Well, see, here's the beauty of it, right? Dak is a right-handed quarterback, which means when he takes his drop, he's looking this way. Well, the other way, because my camera is different.
So he
but
sees the rush.
He's looking this way. I'm right-handed, so he sees that coming. He can mitigate that. That's real easy for him to mitigate. It really is, as opposed to behind him, the left. Now Tyler Guyton has come along. Terrence Steele, again, he can mitigate those things. Last season, the offensive line wasn't that great. It really wasn't. The interior, yeah, your tackles, no, really weren't that great. Okay. But a lot of that was mitigated from Dak Prescott being able to move in the pocket and maneuver in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't believe me? How many sacks did Micah Parsons get on him? I'll wait. How many times did the Eagles sack him in both of those games?
0.
I'll wait. For as vaunted as Denver's defense was, how many times did Dak Prescott get sacked? I'll wait.
Yeah, Dak was one of the least sacked quarterbacks last year.
Was it 0?
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So for as bad as we think Terrence Steele is in pass pro, in which he is, there's also ways you can mitigate that. You run your 12, 13 personnel. You know what I'm saying? 2 tight ends, 3 tight ends. You give them an extension of the offensive line. And you have your running backs too. You know what I'm saying? So there's ways to get around it. There's definitely ways to get around it, but let's just kill trying to figure out ways to get around it and just go get one. Go get one that we know is proven. Who can
I
handle
agree.
himself.
True.
Me, I think this defense will be solidified with a veteran linebacker.
Yeah, me too.
Like a Jordan Brooks. If we can go get a middle linebacker like Jordan Brooks, hey, I'm getting full just strictly off great Kool-Aid. I'm telling you, I'm just getting full strictly. I don't even need no chicken to go with it. Just great Kool-Aid.
Let me ask you, Lloyd. Does it necessarily have to be a trade for a veteran linebacker, or can you just pick up one? Because I have one in mind. I mean, I'm just a guy, but I have one in mind.
I mean, it just depends on what that veteran linebacker brings to the table.
Well, this veteran linebacker brings a little bit more youth with him. And he's played in a pretty good defense. Can we agree that the Giants had a pretty good defense over the past couple of years? As far
I knew that's what you was going.
Front 7. I'll say front 7. They had a pretty dominant front 7 for a while. Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, Leonard Williams before he was shipped off to Seattle.
Do you think he can be better in coverage? Do you think he can be?
Yeah.
Do you think Bobby Okereke can be better?
I don't need him to be better. In
Right, we really don't need him because we have Winters and Overshown.
I don't.
The only reason they got rid of him is because of the money wise. They wouldn't have got rid of him.
Barron, I have
Barron.
I have Overshown. I kind of don't need him to. I mean, do we need?
You're gonna need him to.
I always said Hoodie that I wanted him over Bobby Wagner. I think it would be a way better.
Again, you brought in Von Miller. Can we all agree that Von Miller is not going to get 60 snaps a game? We can agree to that.
No,
we
nowhere close.
Well, the same thing goes for that veteran linebacker. I only need you here for one reason and one reason only. When Von Miller's out there, you're out there.
So if that's the case, then you can bring in Bobby.
Give me Bobby.
You can, yeah.
You can go Bobby Wagner or Bobby Okereke. I say Bobby Okereke because at least he has youth on his side.
Exactly.
But
you can get
Bobby Wagner don't miss no damn games.
True, but
still lead his team in tackles.
Yeah, or tackles.
I dig it, but you did ask a question about coverage, and Bobby Wagner ain't getting out no damn coverage.
That's why I said it's a tiffy-tat thing.
You know what I'm saying? So if I was Jerry or the GM or Will McClay, I would definitely be like, hey, don't you think Bobby Okereke would fit so well in this scheme? Just as an inside blitz guy when you really don't want to blitz, but you just go ahead and do it anyway.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's just me. I mean, shit, you done already got Von Miller, who's the elder statesman. You know what I'm saying? What is he, 38, 39, almost 40? You know what I'm saying? Like, two-time Super Bowl champ. Can't deny that. 9 sack guy last year. Can't deny that. And all he is a professional pass rusher. Cool. Give me a professional inside linebacker.
Well,
to the yeah.
I guess either one. If you're gonna do it that way.
And
I think Clemente said.
Go ahead.
I think Clemento in the chat, Clemente, Bleed Blue, said in the chat earlier, if he's still here, I think he said something about he believed that the Cowboys are going to trade for a running back too.
I could see that. If you feel as though your running back two isn't here, cool, trade for it. But if you ask me, Malik Davis and Israel Abanikanda are heads and shoulders over Jadon Blue and Phil Maffa.
Put that back up.
I agree with you 100%.
Put that back up, Blue. I mean, I don't think they'll trade. So
who's the
one that Clemente that you just took off Blue? He said something about going to trade for Tony Pollard.
The contract looks nice, but we know that he's you know what? I couldn't be mad at it. I couldn't be mad at it.
Tony Pollard was good, man.
Who was the other guy we traded that tore us up last year? Or lost him in free agency?
Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle, yeah. He's with Pittsburgh now.
Yeah, send Luke Schoolmaker over there and give me Alex.
Exactly.
All of the day.
Yeah.
You know, you got to put yourself in a position where you don't lose a player and it ruins your whole season. Besides Dak, you lose Javonte Williams, then you're in trouble. There goes your run game. Now you become one-dimensional. So you gotta. I'm glad everybody's thinking outside the box. You got to think outside the box today. The way they've been doing stuff hasn't been working. That's why I like when Hoodie comes up with Tristan Wirth or Peter. You know, those are outside the box things, and those are the outside the box things that Jerry did in the 90s. You know, he did stuff that other teams weren't willing to do.
He said he will send Blue and Maffa to Tennessee for.
I don't think I'm going to give up both of them.
Yeah,
I'm not giving you both. Because if I'm giving you premium speed, you can use that more than you can use a big body back because there's so much you could do with it.
I wouldn't do it.
Now, what's the problem with Blue again? Is he fumbling or what's his problem?
Oh, he hasn't fumbled once, I don't think yet.
No, but the better running back from last night was Malik Davis.
Yeah, again.
He had a couple of nice runs last year, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Malik Davis runs way harder than Boyle.
Yeah, he was the better running back in the preseason game last night. Malik Davis and Jaden.
All right, so what do you think's holding him back? Because, like I said,
I think he's outthinking himself. I think he's doing too much thinking.
Yeah,
that's a little bit of it too. Well, last night, what I can say, it's kind of unfair to put that on Blue and Mappa, honestly. Last night they were the starters. They started the game. So how I look at it is first game back from for like 7 months. You ain't played football in a minute. The last time somebody got touched up was in a joint practice last week. Now you're playing another team in their stadium in front of 58,000 people. There's pregame jitters. Okay. And this is why I give Sam Howell so much credit. But yeah, so everybody's here at the start of the game. So that means your running lanes aren't crisp. Your offensive line isn't crisp because Sam Howell got pressured a lot. There was nothing really crisp about the offense. You know what I'm saying? Routes weren't crisp. But as the game went along, it settled down. And unfortunately for Jadon Blue, his best play was the screenplay. He had 8 carries for 19 yards. Unfortunately, that's not on him. That's on the offensive line. Pre-game jitters. Everybody, and you're playing with second, third, and fourth stringers. You know what I'm saying? But as the game went along and everything settled down, you saw blocking assignments being more crisp. You've seen routes being ran more clean. You've seen your running backs getting better looks coming out of the backfield. You know what I'm saying? Joe Milton, for as stellar of a night as he had, believe it or not, Sam Howell had just as much of a stellar night. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
and you got to give him just a wee bit more credit because nothing was running crisp at the time, and he was still making it happen. So it's not so much what isn't Blue doing, it's when he's playing. Sometimes it's not what you do, it's when you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, go ahead, Randy.
I'll say this about Malik Davis. When he runs the ball, it's almost like he's got a different gear than anybody on the field. He gets
Yeah.
the ball, and all of a sudden, he's in the secondary before you blink. I haven't seen Blue do that before. You can't keep waiting on Blue to develop. If you let Davis go this year, he may not make it back to this team.
I agree with that. I'll say
I agree,
I'll
Randy.
say this,
Yeah.
and I'll let somebody else get in because I've been speaking a lot. This week, I think you're going to see a switch. I think the guys that you saw coming in the second half will be playing in the first half,
I
and
agree.
then when that game starts and there's pregame jitters and nothing's running crisp, let's see how that crop that played in the second half when everything was settled down. Let's see how they start the game. Now, if they start the game better than what the first unit started the game yesterday, and maybe Blues just got a problem.
And yeah, not to mention the Banacona. He did come in. He played
Yes, he
good too.
did.
Yeah, he had 3 rushes for 39 yards last night.
Seven
Yeah,
carries
he
for
was killing
30
it,
for
yeah.
36. For 36. And
Oh, was it
Malik
7 for
Davis-
36?
Yeah, and Malik had 7 for 39.
Oh, okay, it was okay.
It was literally an even split with those guys, an even split.
hmm I'll say this much: you give Trig a little bit more time to learn the system. I don't think you got. There ain't a defensive back that can stop him. I'm telling you,
Exactly. Look
the
at the hands
guy's
on
got
him.
freaking talent out the
Yeah.
ass.
He's got hands and speed, Randy, and that's
Hands
what
and
our tight
speed,
end
and
can
that's a
use.
killer
Yep.
for a tight end.
Exactly. That's what our tight end room needs. Because Span Ford's a great blocker. He could teach Trig some things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, that's the only knock on Trigger. If he get this
Yeah.
blocking down,
Put Trig in the red zone. Let him go in the
Man.
red zone, and let him
Yeah.
go. He's gonna do some good things.
Yeah, he
yeah,
is.
he bodying any corner, any safety. They ain't gonna last. They ain't gonna make it, and he gonna burn the crap out of a linebacker.
And he gonna let you know too. That's what I like about him. You know what I mean? He's confident.
Here's something that's underrated that happened last night, and I don't really hear people talking about it. Even though we had a couple of slip ups on the offensive line where guys were getting penalized, Nate Thomas.
Yeah,
We allowed 0 pressures, and no, we did. It's not that we didn't allow 0 pressures. We allowed some pressures. We just didn't allow any sacks. Not one quarterback got sacked. Not one of our quarterbacks got sacked last night. Not one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a step in the right direction for the offense. When I say that, I'm looking at the team in totality, and I'm playing it back in my head. I haven't seen cohesion like this in a long time from these Cowboys, where the offensive line is actually holding up blocks, doing their job, and the defense literally, somebody said bend and don't break. Them motherfuckers weren't bending. They were put in a bad spot. We were giving up short fields on special teams. Nick Sorensen, we will have our talk this Saturday. We were putting the defense in a bad spot. And the worst spot that they could be put in, they still didn't break. And this isn't even our starters. And it was a vanilla playbook. Now imagine when shit gets exotic and it's your ones. Because if your backups are taken to the scheme like this, that means your ones are super well coached. Because those are supposed to be your coachable ones. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, expect fireworks.
Low Eagle said, "What up, panel? All love. Bell's news
Up,
messed
Low
me up, but thanks for the next level sports lounge to show Lord love. Lord, you a real dude, my guy. Respect always. It's always respect to Low Eagle. Appreciate you coming in, my guy.
Man, life is bigger than football, my man. Life is bigger
Bells
than
was
football.
a great dude, and we had to, show him love and in remembrance of Fells. He was a good dude. He's been on this channel quite a few times. He was always in the chat if he wasn't on supporting. So like Hoodie said, it's other things before football that you have to recognize when it comes to things like that. Football, we love football, but yeah, it's not first.
Bigger than football, bro.
With that being said, y'all, we're finna go with these last words because I am hungry. And I have to give my daughter. She sleeps with me. She has her best sleep when she sleeps with me, so she sleeps with me. With that being said, let's go with the final words. Hey, another shout out to Blue, man. Y'all don't know Blue be over there working his ass off. He be getting shit together.
Stoned.
Thank you.
And yeah. And
Hella.
I'm
we
still
are
working, bro.
live. For those who don't know, we are with the last two live streams. We've been streaming from Blue's channel. So Blue's channel is up and running with live streams, y'all. So we got that going now. So like I said, shout out to Blue for what he's been doing for the channel and what he brings to the table when it comes to the Next Level Sports Lounge. Yeah, he's good at what he does. He be over there doing his thing. With that being said, Blue, what's your final thoughts for tonight?
Oh man, it was a great show, you guys. Thank you. Like always, that face off was, it was great. It was a it was a nice little debate back and forth. I liked, we got to do the face off too. That you got to definitely do that. Redemption time. But I do want to shout out or do some. We are going to do the fantasy football show on Wednesdays. So we want to, if anyone wants to join, just hit up Lloyd on his email. We need a couple more people in there to join. It is a buy-in, a little bit, but we don't know the prices yet, but we'll let everybody know before the season starts. And the draft will be August or the 30th of this month.
Yeah, 30th. Yeah.
I don't know where you guys are at, so I don't know. I'm not gonna say the time. I'll when you guys sign up, we'll there. Hoodie's already in there. We got some people up in there. Let's go. But it was a good show. Thank you for the shout out, Lloyd. I love what I do on here. I enjoy it. It's great.
He's very passionate, y'all. I'm talking about he would look, shit would piss him off, and he would not let it beat him. He would keep doing it and keep doing it until he gets done, man. He's very passionate about what he does, and that's a great attribute to have. So, yeah. Go ahead, finish.
I got a great host, man. I got a great guy. Great team on here. We all do it up on here. It's not just me. We got CZ, we got Vinny, we got
just take the credit, Blue. Take the credit. Stop.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. But keep on bringing up slide, not slide. But no, let's go Cowboys. Good signing. I'm not gonna say great, but it was a good signing for a veteran move. Learning, teaching. But let's go.
Hoodie, what you got for us, Hoodie?
Man, it was fun frying chicken on here. Good coming in talking to the boys afterwards. I'm excited. I'm waiting to see what happens on practice tomorrow. I want to see what the corresponding move is going to be, or who's going to be saying bye-bye. Might even be Luke Schoonmakers. Who knows? But, with that being said, man, it's your boy Hoodie with Cushion the Cowboy Smoke Hour, man. I want everybody to have a pleasant evening. And if anybody is going through something in your lives, please do not hesitate. Call someone that you trust and just ask for help.
Lord, you can say, I just want to say this, Lord, is you want to say, but you never know when you're going to hear another person's voice or see their precise. So love, say what's up. So respect, show love, and Lord, you already.
Oh man,
appreciate that, Low Eagle. Vinny, what you got for us, Vinny?
Yeah, I just want to say that Blue made a short of you and he doing a Von Miller signing. Did you see it? Did anybody see that yet?
No,
Yeah, I saw it.
I thought you were going to say the one about Momo. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that's nuts too.
Hey, Vinny, I'm finna let you finish, but he made this short while and he was backstage doing a whole face-off, Eagles versus Cowboys, and he did that while he was backstage.
I want you to make me a short,
yeah,
bro.
because the signing was right then, so he had to do that on the fly. That's why I wanted to said props to him because that was excellent. He did it so quick and so professional. It was a good job. But
I was waiting to see you on that one too, on that Momo joint.
Yeah, Momo's a nut. Anyway, great panel and all, and chat is always great. Just thank everybody for tonight and go Cowboys. That's it. Have a good
Yes,
one.
sir.
Joe, what you got for us, Joe?
Just what everybody said. Thank you for having me on. Talk ball. I can't wait to watch this team play, man. This defense is going to be a lot better than last year. That's all I know. So I can't wait till the actual game starts and go Cowboys.
Hey y'all, and Joe got his channel that he's starting, so y'all go subscribe to Joe, the Pro Sports. He got his thing going over there. Yeah, when he get it going, we're gonna be over there supporting him too. So y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Joe's channel, man. He gonna have good content over there. So yeah, we all need to be a part of his growth, just like everybody was a part of the Next Level Sports Lounge growth. So let's go support him and also support Hoodie over there with his channel. Great content he has going over there, whether it's him doing it by himself or having his guests or him and Angry doing it. He got great content going on over there. And for him to work all the way up until 9 or 10 and then get off and then go do a live stream and then or do a live stream before you go to work, hey, that's dedication right there, man. So let's go.
This shit's addicting, bro.
Over there, man.
Yeah,
this shit is addicting. Like, I start going through shakes.
And shout out to Momo's Ranch too, man. Y'all go support Momo's Ranch. His channel is growing. He's growing with subscribers and everything. So shout out to Momo and what he got going on. He'll be at 500 soon than what we think, y'all. So yeah, let's go subscribe up to Momo. Check Momo out. Yvonne, Jesse, what you got for us?
It was a great debate, guys. I was laughing my ass off. You guys going at it there. Head mano a mano. Thank you at the chat. Thank you once again to the panel here, my brothers. I was told we did it. We can continue on to be successful. Keep up the great work, and especially Momo. I know you're here listening to me. One, you're a good brother, and thank you for dedicating a whole short on me. You trashed me. I loved it. Laughed my ass off. You're very intelligent, wise, but you're still my buffoon. But I love my buffoon. Take care, guys. Go Big Blue.
Randy, what you got for us, Randy?
Well, I watched the game during our live stream last night. Then I went back and watched it again. Then I went on other channels that were debating. They check out the game and they go crazy if they see good catches and stuff. Well, I went on like 4 different channels, and they went crazy over Trigg and Brown. I mean, when I say they went crazy, they were cussing, why couldn't our team find these guys? So it should make you Cowboy fans, all of us, happy that we got good scouts to find these guys and bring them on our team.
Yes, sir.
And before I go to Oscar, let me say this. Like, Rhonda is always here supporting y'all. Y'all, Rhonda has her channel up. She done had her channel for a while. Hey, she got some good shit going on over there too, man. Go check out Rhonda. Lovely Sparks over there, y'all. She's everywhere showing her support, y'all. I'm talking about everywhere. And she shows her support, and she's very passionate about her Cowboys. So we love you, Rhonda. We appreciate your support. Y'all, for those who haven't, go check out Rhonda's Lovely Sparks and subscribe to her channel. All right.
Lloyd, I got a question for you. Are you doing a live stream tomorrow night or Tuesday after the scrimmage?
I know I'm doing it Tuesday. I don't know about tomorrow just yet.
Okay.
I'll let you guys know early. Yeah, I'll let you guys know early.
All right.
If we do one tomorrow, but I know we're doing it Tuesday.
No
we have to do it Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm not missing that. I'm not missing that. And that's gonna be for the panel. So everybody, make sure y'all here for those who can make it. I know Oscar might not be able to make it, but we must definitely
Tomorrow?
Tuesday for the joint practice against.
What time is that?
It's probably gonna be around
11:74.
about
11.
That's all right. I'll try my best.
Okay.
I could set a fire at work or something.
Probably 3. Emergency.
Hey, y'all, my wife just went to the door and got some wings. She ordered some Wingstop for real. I'm about to go, and she ain't even asked me that I want anything. What kind of shit is that?
Yeah, man, she got dibs, man.
No. Go ahead, Oscar. Give us your final thoughts, man.
Yeah, it was a great show. Everybody thinks it's always about the panel. It's not. Everybody's included. The chat is just as much as the family as we are. And it's always nice to come in and have Hoodie and Angry and Drew, Warren do their thing, and whoever it happens to be as a guest next week, Rob A, whoever it happens to be, because it's not just us, it's everybody. And that's where we got to stop, with the back and forth, and remember where this all started. The people that did start it and the advice that we all got and everybody that helped us, other channels. And we all, like you said, Rhonda, B Dunk, Momo's channel, Drew's channel, Warren, we were all family. And we got to continue to grow that. We all know life is short. We got a little taste of that this weekend. And like Low Eagle says, it hits everybody different. And I don't know if anybody knows, but it hit me a little different because me and Feltz did get close over the last 2 months. Nobody knows about that, but me and Feltz, and he asked me to keep that private. And I did meet Feltz on Leo's channel. So shout out to Leo for introducing us to Feltz. And then me and him got close on Marcus' channel, talking back and forth. So just wanted everybody to know that it hits everybody different. And it did hit me hard because me and him had got close for certain reasons. Not to bring out that it's not important at this point. That's between me and him. He asked me to keep it between us. And I am going to do that to respect him, but it does hit everybody different. And it hit me very different. So just want to say, love the man. And I'm just going to say, I love the man. That's all I'm going to say. Got it. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Oscar.
All right, Oscar.
Great stuff.
Great work, Oscar.
Good job.
Yeah. We don't nobody know when the last day is going to be here, so we shouldn't take what we have for granted. What we hear, what we've been blessed with, because it's a blessing to be here. Phils was a good guy. We can't say it enough. He was a good guy. Good guy. Yeah, I didn't know him like some did, but I knew enough of him to know that he was a good guy. Support and showed the support and stood on what he believed when he came to football. So he's gonna be missed. Not just on the Eagles Collective, not just with the Bird section, not just with Eagles Drew and his family. He's also going to be missed here at the Next Level Sports Lounge.
Absolutely.
With it being said, if nobody else has anything else to say, we're going to close it out. We appreciate everybody in the chat for being here, for the subscribers, for the super chats, for the comments, for the questions, for the back and forth, because we go back and forth on the panel. So we welcome it in the chat too, y'all. So I mean, that's what makes football great, y'all. We ain't gonna always agree, but we can have our little battles here and there on the panel and in the chat. Hey, it's been times where us Cowboys fans and got into some debates. It's okay. It's all football. It's all football. I enjoy it. I can do this shit all day, every day. I was doing it before I started this podcast, and now we're just doing it on live streams. I love it. I enjoy it. And like I said, we'll be bringing more content, got things going out to people. Those prizes, the gifts, all that will be shipped out on tomorrow. They already boxed up. Jesse, I told you, give me a second for yours because it hasn't made it in yet.
Take your time.
But,
no problem.
Still got robbed on that one.
It's got to go to Philly, so it might take like a couple of years.
Yeah, in that trash can, right behind you.
Yeah, they got to find
If it
the right
doesn't get
garbage
stolen.
can.
No,
Dirty.
No, I'll talk to the mailman. Make sure he gets squared away.
Watch your mailman.
And it's North Philly.
Brian.
And it's North Philly. Oh God.
Other than just, I was gonna do a giveaway on tonight, but got time went by, so I'll do it on the next live stream. I know I'll be doing one on Saturday or Sunday. But yeah, other than Jesse, I got Vinny, Dirty, and who's the other person? CZ. All this boxed up and be leaving
Did you
out.
say who's the other loser? Oh man, that's messed up.
Damn.
That's a guy.
He is an Eagle fan.
Exactly. Exactly.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh man.
With that being said, y'all, hey, we've been streaming on We streamed from Blues Channel, Next Level Sports Lounge. We was on Twitch, Rumble. Well, we didn't do Rumble tonight. We didn't do Rumble
No, we
tonight.
didn't do
But we
Rumble.
did
I
do
got
Twitch.
you on YouTube. I got you on X. Like,
Yeah, that's what
That's right.
Hoodie was on here. Warren, Drew, and who else was the other person?
Angry Cowboy.
Angry Cowboy.
Yeah.
Angry Cowboy. So we was on a lot of different channels on tonight. We appreciate the guys that came in for the face off. It was great, and we're looking forward to doing more of those. And with that being said, y'all, until next time.
Peace.
This is Lloyd behind the mic, let the cameras roll. The Next Level Sports Lounge, yeah, you know the name and the goal. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yo, this is Lloyd behind the mic, let the cameras roll. The Next Level Sports Lounge, yeah, you know the name and the goal. Grab a drink, grab a smoke, come vibe with the show. Real Cowboys talk, no cat, no script, we ready to go. Breaking down plays, yeah, we keep it legit. Defense hunting, yeah, we bringing that pain and we never quit. Offense ready, yeah, we changing the game tonight. Every take, heavy, feel the pressure applied under the blue light. Cowboys Nation, yeah, we riding with pride. Lights glow blue when the live goes on and we step inside. Fans tap in from the dusk till dawn in the stream. We talking football, yeah, we say it direct for the team. If it's real Cowboys talk, then you know we connect. My name is Lloyd. We demanding our respect. Grab a drink, grab a smoke, come enjoy the ride. Blue and silver energy, feel the vibe tonight. Every breakdown hit, every headline loud. The Next Level Sports Lounge, yeah, we rocking the crowd. Panel going crazy when the big plays hit on the screen. Everybody locked in when the topics get thick in the scene. Win or lose, yeah, we keep it all facts on the track. Cowboys talk live and we never ever hold back. Yeah, Lloyd is in the zone, we built for this game. From the draft talk hype to the prime time shows, we claim everybody tuned in. Yeah, the fan base grows, mic hot, lights flash, whole scene on fire as it goes. Cowboys Nation energy, keeping us higher. We fueling the fire, yeah, we fueling the desire. Grab a drink, grab a smoke, come enjoy the ride. Blue and silver energy, feel the vibe tonight. Every breakdown hit, every headline loud. The Next Level Sports Lounge, yeah, we rocking the crowd. Yeah, it's your boy Lloyd, we did it again. Real fans, real talk, yeah, we built for the win. Grab a drink, grab a smoke, let the whole thing roll. Cowboys Nation stand up, yeah, we take